Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Trolls of the Two Tonne Bridges, or TOTTB. Ho, 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 ho. We hope you enjoy our very special 3-part one-shot, celebrating not just Christmas, but a Muppets Christmas Carol. It's 30 years this year. Thank you to our guest DM, who you'll meet shortly. And Merry Christmas, everybody! Can I stop doing this voice now? Cheers, thanks.
Good evening, and welcome to the Trolls of the Two Tonne Bridges. My name is Claire, soon-to-be Dykes, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this evening.
Yay!
I've been practicing all day.
My inside voice was trying to be quiet there. It was going... Yeah, she just totally owns you, Greg.
Yeah. All that hard work over this year, and just Claire just immediately sweeps the rug out from under me.
Welcome, Claire. Yay.
Ungrateful players.
We love you.
Anyway.
Do you want more of an introduction than that, or shall I jump right in?
No, you know what? That's awesome. That is really cool.
Should we do a quick...
Hush you.
Oh, yep, no, sorry.
Yeah, she's running the game.
Yep, take a shot.
Yeah. Yep. Shut.
Okay.
Although it's a beer, so really just a mouthful. Bigger mouthful than that.
Mouthful of beer. Beer?
It's
what am I drinking here?
A cheesy beer. Yep.
Oh, God. Okay.
Weird craft beer.
It was a dark and stormy night. You are on your way to a snow-covered town of Grace. You have been sent by your herbal conglomerate, Herbs Are Us, to deliver a package to the town physician. As you walk along the road, you assess your compatriots. Please describe each of your characters.
Who would you like to start with?
Whoever you want. You go first. You started.
Oh, God, no. Okay. We haven't explained this properly in terms of our overall ideology, but because this is apparently a kind of Christmassy thing, we decided to go with kind of Muppets Christmas Carol theme. So
I am totally on board with this.
Yes. So basically, you see this kind of giant, furry, almost troll-like, kind of barbarian-y guy walking along, and he's got a giant mouth, huge eyes, and a big orange nose, and he looks a lot like Sweetums. What a name, eh? Sweetums, brilliant. And he's just walking along, really gruff, and just like, well, any idea where we're going?
Next to him, very, very small, standing at only about 3'4", is a very small rat who is dressed in leather armor, and as he's walking along, he's clearly very cold, sort of like just hugging himself against the chill of midwinter. And as he's sort of shivering, you can actually hear this sort of like this little clinking coming from him. And as he's walking along, you notice that this little sort of holy symbol will pop out of his shirt. And as he goes to put it back in, you realise that it's actually one of several holy symbols that he keeps on him, just in case he needs any of them at any given moment. And as he makes his way up, and this large individual asks that question, he just he looks up to him, he looks around at his compatriots and says, "Yeah, where the hell are we? How much further we gotta go?"
Nice.
And who else is here?
Well, Natalia, you
Yep.
spoke, so...
Natalia?
Yes, Natalia.
God. Okay, so slightly behind said rat-like creature and the big hairy oaf is
Oaf?
what looks like a a bit of an abomination.
I don't know that word.
It's a fuzzy-looking purple-horned tiefling, but looking closer, you can see the right number of limbs, but you can also see two heads. One head, you can just hear grumbling, muttering, and why do you want to do this? And then the other head, you can just see is paying no attention to that head at all. It has a wonderful pink spotted bow just around one horn. And she's, come on, we're gonna go. I told you we're gonna become stars. We are. And just totally oblivious to everything else that's going on. While the second head's just, why are you doing this to me? Why? And off they go. Oh, they're also sorry. Sorry. They are wearing leather armor. Just sort of a bit hodgepodge. It's kind of had to be custom made because, two head holes and it's all a bit awkward, really.
Yeah.
But there's only two arms, so they've had to sort of extend it and make it sort of specially fitted. You can see that the slightly more miserable head, called Morris, is holding a great club, while the second head is just basically he's the bag man, if you like. That he's the he carries, while the second head's just the first head, Misty, is being bossy and just taking charge. They stand about 5 foot tall, and they are. Do I need to say what the class is or anything yet? I don't know.
Not really.
Okay, then I'll wait then.
Yeah, let people work it out.
Yeah.
What is this monstrosity?
Do you mean this game? Or?
Yes. And last but not least,
You see a 6 foot, strangely bear-like creature with large, sticky-out ears and an enormous mouth that just flaps up and down when he talks. Dressed in what looks to be full, sort of full dress uniform, sort of kilt, immaculate jacket, medals everywhere, hugely shiny breastplate draped in braiding, sort of gold braid and everything else. Big sash across one shoulder, just covered in medals. Huge shiny star on one part of the on the other side of the breastplate. But as you look a little bit closer, you start to realise that every one of these medals is a medal that he's won for some form of cookery competition or recommendation for his chutney, something like that. And the huge glittering star that he's got attached to the right side of his breastplate, it just across it, it's got GBGBO winner. Which he's extremely proud of. It's the Great Baldur's Gate Bake Off. And he's very proud that he won that. And over one shoulder he's got this long mace with what looks to be a Christmas nutcracker head on the end of it, which occasionally sort of mumbles something you can't quite work out just yet. But he looks at the others who are sort of complaining and whinging a bit and says, "Hey, it's me. It's a Huzzah. We're going to travel to the village and do whatever we can."
Why do you always talk like that, Huzzah?
Because it's me, it's a Huzzah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter what your name is. We gotta get there and drop off this thing, and then we can go get what?
See ya! Excuse me. Start coughing as soon as I
You're
drag
okay,
my
Natalia.
mouth.
She's dead.
I think Misty's been strangled by her brother. No. See, I told you. Well, I don't. Hang on.
Come on.
Come on. I'm twisting.
Soliloquy all over again.
But you know, I've been like doing this voice, and it's been fine. And then the first time I tried to do it, it's like, nope.
Here accent, good boy. Here, come on.
Come back. Yep.
South Africa. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong character.
Come by.
Come boy.
See, I told you, Morris. Where am I going with that? That sounds like the woman from Tom and Jerry. Sorry. What was my voice? Thomas. No, it was what? Hang on, come back to me. I'm going to do it in a second. I was trying to remember what the.
Okay, we're just gonna ignore you while you work out your accent.
Okay, but while you do it, with Holt, it's terrible, isn't it? With what's Nick's character's name? Huzzah.
Huzzah, Maine.
What you will notice as well is Huzzah, as Huzzah's walking along, he suddenly can feel something like tapping against all the shiny bits on his blazer, and when he looks down, he can see a little imp.
Ooh.
Buzzing around.
Is that by any chance a familiar?
Yes.
Hush you don't know there's such things.
Oh,
Shot.
good point. Yes, yep.
Should we go and get the Bailey? Maybe the Campari. I think we should go get that. That'll be a bit of a deterrent for you. So, as you're walking along and you and your compatriots are bickering and generally getting a bit frustrated with the cold, you finally see your destination, the snow-covered town of Grace. You walk in the streets and eventually find what you think is the correct location. You knock at the door of a small house, causing snow to crumble off the frame as it rattles in the empty night. Your instructions were to deliver the package first thing, no matter the hour. The directions were spotty at best, but a bundle of rare herbs are for a particularly sick child. So here you are. After a pause, the door is opened by a man who is clearly worn down by difficulty, but who smiles at you nonetheless. Oh, hello. You must be delivering the physician's order. I'm Bob, Mr. Cratchit. Simply call me Bob. Please, come right in.
Yeah, we're here to talk about our Lord and Saviour.
Cthulhu? Inside.
Oh, stop.
Inside is a cramped home that has clearly been worn down over the years by use and love. Multiple children turn to stare at as you shuffle inside, all except for a small boy who is slurping soup and sitting between his mother and an elderly man with a white beard. The elder rises and greets you. Did you travel through the night to get here? Very kind. I am indebted to you. He takes the bundle, hands over a small bag of coins, and confides under his breath to you. Sadly, I feel these will not be of much use now. Poor Timothy has only gotten worse, and might be beyond what help dry plants from the last harvest can do. Mrs. Cratchit raises a hand to push back errant hairs. You must be exhausted. Would you like some soup?
Oh, yes, please, missus.
Well, yup.
She bustles around trying to locate bowls and prepare some soup for you all.
Why, thank you very much.
Holzer turns, pats her on the shoulder and says, "It's okay. I shall prepare the soup for you. You sit down with your little boy and toss thaumatisserie and offers a very small cake that magically appears in the palm of his hand."
Can I have one as well?
Yes, but I can only do it 3 times before they start disappearing.
Can I have another one?
The poor boy is sick. Why do you want to take cake from the little boy?
Basti, I gave you 23 of these on the journey. You can await your turn.
Yeah.
I'm still hungry.
I shall give one to the lady. I shall give one to the little boy. and I should give one to...
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
I should give one to each child as soon as I can.
All of the children's faces light up at
Blessings of
this,
Michelin be upon you.
and they crowd around you, hands outstretched. Cake, cake, cake!
Yeah, so as fast as I can, I create cakes for the children, and I say, children, I must make the soup for your mother. You go and sit down and watch the television, and I will be back soon.
Television?
Such a great
You
accent.
got a television? But I thought you were poor.
But they don't get ABC here.
I can do my ABCs.
Can Rizzo like look around to see if there's anything valuable in the room?
Are you actually going full Rizzo?
You can. As you look around, you take in the rundown furniture, the dishevelled appearance of the children, the very small fire in the fireplace, and if you look at the soup that Holzer is helping to prepare, it's mostly water, a few vegetables, a bone or two in there, which is like a delicacy that Mrs. Cratchit is very excited to share with you.
Rizzo mutters to himself, hopefully that nobody can hear him, just sort of says, just like Mum used to make out of my brothers.
Out of? Okay.
You heard me.
I do enjoy some red soup. Oh, sorry, Rizzo.
I ain't no offense taken.
Bob Cratchit moves over to sit next to his son, Tiny Tim, and thanks you again for for delivering the herbs. We haven't got much, but whatever we can share is yours. It's the time of sharing this season, though some may not feel the same way. We should always have open arms. Ain't that right, Tiny Tim? And Tim looks up from his soup and gives you the biggest, gappiest toothed smile that you've ever seen. He then coughs.
Well, that's very nice. That's very nice of you. But I can't take any food from a poor child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's
You're
wrong
always
with
eating.
him?
Why would... Sorry. Say that again.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
So the physician looks quite grave, and he shakes his head, and he just says, I'm afraid Tim has the COVID.
Rizzo immediately starts pulling out various symbols, just like...
As, Sparky pulls out a very big bedsheet and ties it around his head. A makeshift mask.
The elder shakes his head and says, we thought he might have a chance, but unfortunately the lord of the town keeps changing the tier system, and we can't get him to the hospital.
What tier are we in now?
Isn't it 5?
64 it is now.
When do they add the others? Rizzo tries to count on his fingers and quickly gets lost.
It's almost like he's making them up as he goes along. I digress. Unfortunately, we just can't get Tim to the hospital.
Hey, it'll be okay. Hey, children, watch this in the corner. I'm going to cast minor illusion and of a little looping cat chasing a mouse type thing.
Rizzo is going to just be like...
and then I'm going to go outside and I'm going to search for. Obviously, I can forage, and although we're in a village, I'm fairly certain there are plants and things that I can forage for stuff to put in the soup.
Okay, give me a nature roll, please.
It's part of my thing, you see. So, in addition, you are proficient in foraging, and you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers very small game water and so forth. So, I can do it with nature check if you would like me to.
I was about to say, the DM asked you to roll something.
Yeah, man. She could crush you.
Nature is +4. Okay, that's not too bad.
And you add your proficiency.
Oh, let me see if I can do it on. Oh no, that's already including.
Okay.
So Morris.
No, let's see if I can do it on here. So, D20.
Oh, are you doing it on roll 20?
I
no.
am.
He does old school. He does real dice.
What do we get? 10, so it's 14.
Okay, so you go on your little forage, and you do manage to find a few rabbits, some quite plump-looking marrows and carrots, and a few select herbs, all in the window of a shop. But disappointingly isn't open at this hour of night. But on your way back, you do manage to find some chives growing out of somebody's garden.
I shall take some of the chives, and I shall leave a shiny silver piece next to the where I cut the chives off.
Lovely.
So.
Which is probably more than all the rabbits and everything else in the shop window.
Quite possibly.
So I'll come back and I'll sort of start chopping things up, and I've got some spices and whatnot in my bag anyway, so I can make things a little bit different. So, Mrs. Cratchit, have you ever had orkish soup?
She shakes her head in quite a trepidatious way. She's not sure if she trusts this foreign cuisine.
Very nice. It is a little tiny bit hot, so maybe not the one for the bambinos, eh? The first time I tasted it, I could not taste anything else for 3 days.
That's because you were out cold.
No, it's because my tongue was numb.
By the way, Rizzo said that he is hidden in the matted fur of Sparky's hide.
Who said that?
Hey, Rizzo, what are you doing in a Sparky's beard, eh?
I'm not Rizzo. I'm Sparky's conscience.
Oh God, it's happening again!
Besides, it's nice and warm in here.
Oh, it really is my conscience.
So if I could get everybody's passive perception, please, quickly.
13.
Yes, hang on. 10.
10.
Okay.
Is sorry, I was halfway through doing something. So,
oh, I'm sorry. Was I interrupting you?
No, absolutely not. Passive perception is 13.
13 here too.
Okay. Bear with me just a sec while I write those down.
Grr.
So at this point, Morris, you can hear him sort of whispering. And if anybody looks, they can see he's whispering and calling to the imp and speaking to it.
My name's Rizzo.
Sorry, Rizzo.
But no, the imp then goes in front of the children and starts entertaining them and just starts shape changing into back and forth into different little shapes, just for entertainment, pretending it's the television that doesn't exist.
The children are raptured, and yes, they can't tear their eyes away from this dancing imp. Meanwhile, Holzer and Sparky, as you talk with your hosts, you hear the town's church bells begin to ring. The hour is late, but the bitter wind carries with it a strange sound over the snow. Each chime of the bell is echoed by the clattering of chains dragged across wooden floors.
What's that?
I don't know. Maybe we should have a little look, huh?
What's that?
The chains?
Look, what do you get up to into your... I don't know what my accent has done.
What
What you get up to in your free time is your business, Sparky.
Yep, that it is.
What are you talking about?
There's some, chains outside, maybe.
Are you sure it's not just your mind turning slowly with like the sound of rusty chains?
Yeah, that's probably it.
I love your accent, John. It's brilliant.
It's just me on a slow day.
Yeah.
It's John when you first woken up. And you're
Oh,
asking
where's
for
my
something.
coffee? Decaf sucks. So Sparky gets up, and the spot where he was sat, you realise that he's slightly crushed one of the chairs, and there's a huge pile of water on the floor now from where the snow that was on him has just sort of melted off.
Thank goodness it's only snow.
Oh, I haven't done that in years. And he goes over to the doorway and kind of opens it slightly and peers out, see if he can hear or see anything a bit better, just to try and work out what's going on.
Rizzo looks to the kids and just says to them, just like, see that? Don't drink that.
It's not yellow snow.
Holzer looks at Mr. and Mrs. Crush and goes, "It's okay," and casts mending on the chair.
Bob nods his head in thanks and goes and gets a mop.
Sorry.
So, Sparky, as you poke your head outside, you see a pale, translucent man appear at the edge of the light streaming from the window. He wears a heavy coat wrapped tightly around him by a great chain that fans out into the snow and darkness. He slowly raises his gaze from the ground until your eyes meet, and he beckons.
Do you know this guy?
Am I standing? Well, yeah,
Who are you talking to? You're the only one with your head up to it,
Sparky. Once I've mended the chair. I look at him and I look at Sparky and go, "I thought that he was here for you, Sparky."
Hey,
No.
What are you talking about?
That guy over there.
Rizzo kind of like glances through Sparky's legs to see them. Seeing the ghost is just immediately like, nope.
What's going on? What's going on? I can't see.
I think it's a goth.
A goth?
A goth.
a gaff?
A goth. You know, like listens to The Cure. And
Oh, one of my cousins is like that.
yep.
I said, "Mamma mia, it's not too bad. If you listen to The Cure, you don't get sick. If you listen to the Smiths, you go hungry."
Yep, that's what my mama always used to say.
Although he may listen to the Smiths, look at the chains on him.
That's true.
As you gather around at the door, he begins to speak. You have done a good thing this night, but more is needed. So much more before the night is done. The church bells toll as he continues. My name was Jacob Marley. I knew Lord Ebenezer Scrooge in life, and I committed with him every misbegotten act of greed and malice. As recompense, I now wear the chain I forged in life. The ghost groans. I made it, link by link, yard by yard.
Whoever's throwing their voice out there, it's amazing. Can you teach me?
His eyes turn back to you.
Mr. Marley, I think I know it. I think your brother, he owned the company that sent us here. He owned the company, Herbs Are Us. His name is Bob.
He also makes jam. He's jamming.
He focuses in.
No, that's the way he like. That's the way he like his donut.
Okay.
He focuses on you, and as he does so, he seems to solidify. It is too late for me, but perhaps not for Scrooge. He has prepared for many years to slip the noose of old age and become immortal. But to do so will cost both his soul and the town of Grace far more than the simple chains that bind me.
Someone's doing a great monologue out there. I want to see. And that Misty really tries pushing between Huzzah and Sparky, but in that kind of way where, you know, if there's just not big enough gap and you shove your head through the gap and it just sort of pulls your skin back. And she's like desperate, trying to get through. Just to get a peek.
What are you doing, Rizzo? Oh no, it's you.
Hey,
Like a rat.
Hey, Amaris, will you play Misty for me?
As you squeeze through, you manage to get a look at Marley, and his eyes lock onto you. And as they do, as your eyes connect, you're filled with this cold fear and dread as the eyes just fade into bottomless pits, and you're stunned to silence.
Well, that's the first time I've heard it be quiet for more than 2 seconds in about 10 years.
There is still a chance, Grace. Bob Marley continues as he pulls at his chains.
Bob Marley, or?
Sorry, Jacob Marley. Jacob Marley pulls at his chains. For tonight, Scrooge will be visited upon by 3 spirits. For his sake, he must hear what they have to say. But there are dark creatures who want to claim Scrooge's soul. If left to their own devices, they will undo the spirit's work. All of you must find your way into Scrooge's bedchamber before the final stroke of midnight. There you will encounter the spirits and must push back whatever foul being shows themselves. This is the only hope left for Scrooge and Grace. And as he speaks his final words, his body begins to fade. The distant church bells toll the 11th stroke. As that final bell reverberates through the street, the ghost dissolves like smoke blown away by the echo. You gaze up from the snowy street and can see the Lord's Manor sitting atop the hill at the centre of Grace as the final bell fades into the night.
So Sparky smacks his giant hands together and he's like, well, I guess there's only one thing for it. Shall we eat? I'm hungry.
Oh no, the soup. I'll bustle back inside and start make sure it hasn't started burning or anything. Sort of stirring and adding that little spicy. I said, okay, Mrs. Cratchit, I am not to do the orky soup. The children look at the bambinos; they look a little hungry. So I would do a nice warming broth for them.
So, Bob, is it okay if I call you Bob, or would you prefer Mr. Cratchit?
Bob was just fine. That's what all my
Okay,
friends
Bob.
call me.
So, have you seen that guy that was outside? Have you seen him before?
Oh yeah, him.
I'm not sure what guy you're talking about. I've
The
completely lost
ghost.
Bob's accent.
Sorry?
What was it?
I don't know. It was just kind of like kindly.
Kindly, okay.
Yeah, come on, kindly accent.
Well, I don't know about ghosts, but there are always stories of things beyond the veil. I've never seen one myself.
I think we maybe just did.
They always show themselves for a reason. Usually come with some sort of message, and I don't know why I've gone American. My God, what is this?
Wow.
It's fine.
Why
We're
mercy
all
me?
American, yeah.
So sorry, everybody.
I got the vapors.
Well, loady.
I'm Bob Cratchit. Well, they always come with a message. So he must have had something important to tell you.
Who's Splooge?
You mean Scrooge?
Splooge.
Lord Scrooge? Why, he's the Lord Manor of this town. He lives up on the hill, and he runs the place.
Does he decide who... Oh, I've gone southern now.
It's infectious.
Does he decide who... This... Oh, God, I have.
I cast
Just
Southern
roll
Bell.
with it. Just roll with it.
I'm going to go...
It's going to be the spirits of accents past,
So,
present,
does
and
he
future.
decide who's going to perform?
I suppose.
I like to perform. I'm a singer and a star.
That's what she
keep
keeps
dreaming,
on
sweet
saying.
too.
Oh no, Scrooge hasn't really got time for the arts. He's a bit too busy with his business.
What business is Mr. Scrooge in?
Wow, what business isn't he in? He's got his fingers in all the pies in these here shops.
Pies, I know. Maybe I can interest him in a nice warming cherry pie. Keep the cockles of his heart warm with the cherry pie.
I know I'm destined to be a star. Maybe Mr. Scrooge can invest in me, and when I become famous, then maybe he can, help me become famous with his name and his money, and then he can earn some money off me too. And with that,
I think that's Mr. Scrooge's cousin. His name is Simon.
Simon Scrooge.
Simon.
Well, there ain't much that Mr. Scrooge would invest in. I'll tell you that for nothing.
I think the general gist of the conversation with the ghost is that Ebenezer good.
Good. And he
So
laughs.
good.
He laughs despite himself.
he's a
Well,
kid.
There might have been good in him once, but I ain't seen it for a long time.
Yeah, he's a good.
Yes.
Ebenezer good.
That's a very specific joke for a very specific time, dude.
Just show my age, it's fine.
Yep. So, what do we do with him?
I think we need to go and see Mr. Scrooge.
You mean go back out there in the cold?
Yeah, you're right,
That's okay.
Rizzo.
That's okay. You can hide in Sparky's beard again.
Oh, God, not again.
Well,
Just a no telling it, Sparky, that you are his conscience. You know how much that makes his brain go poof.
You leave all your stuff in there.
All right, fine.
Sparky.
Climbs up.
I think he may take the stuff away from the beard and not to leave the stuff in the beard.
I found a sandwich in there yesterday.
Yes, but I saw you put that there.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
saw
was mine.
Yes, but he also found a teeny bit of chicken. Not a very small piece of chicken. It was a leg.
It was attached to the rest of the chicken too.
He was a not the happy chicken.
Bob is trying to keep up with this conversation, but he clearly looks a bit confused and is sort of standing towards the door in a manner that is not forceful, but he would like to get his kids to bed.
So, not forcible, but he's just holding the door open and gesturing to it, going, "Will you just get out of my fucking house now?" I know you made me soup, but get out of my house.
He's doing that sort of like, oh, it's getting late.
He slaps his hand on his thighs and goes, "Well."
Checks the sundial on his arm.
As I climb up into Sparky's hair, can I try and like swipe his money pouch?
What, Sparky's money pouch?
Sparky's money pouch.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand. And Sparky, give me a perception.
Okay, right, hang on.
We're rolling.
Right, okay. So Sparky's first roll of the day.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you just roll twice? What was that?
It didn't look like it rolled at all for me.
No, it did roll twice. Yeah.
I've now got
rolled
3
3
rolls
times.
for you. I'm guessing
Oh, really?
you want the
It's
first
not...
one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, it's not gonna... So I'll just take the first one then.
Convenient. It's the highest of
which
them.
is the highest.
None of them are great, though.
No, none of them are good. Oh, right, okay, because the 3D dice isn't on. Right. What am I doing? So it's 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
24.
So
Lose.
you oddly feel
How
lighter,
much?
and you're not sure why, because Rizzo is currently on your head. But you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
So
Rizzo does
gets,
just seem to jingle a bit
70
more, though.
gold.
Good lord!
70 gold. Sweet. Jackpot. I keep that to myself though.
So I remove all my gold.
Sweet. Out into the cold we go.
Yes, yeah. Bob Cratchit waves you off and sort of shushes you out of his house. Thanks you again for delivering the package.
Hi, Mr. Scratchit.
So I leave little Timmy with one more magically produced thaumatisserie cake,
He wolfs it down.
which has got a special little smiley face with a little plaster across the cheek.
Aww. He wolfs it down eagerly, but his face falls as he just doesn't seem satisfied by this treat.
So
I bring you some more at the later date, the little man.
Misty goes to charge out the door, off on a mission, while Morris is turning to Mr. Cratchit to try and shake his hand to say goodbye. Unfortunately, because they're attached, she's trying to pull away, and he's desperately trying to like lean forward to be polite, to say goodbye and shake his hand.
Bob just gives you sort of a bit of a confused, not really sure how to react, half wave.
And Morris, I'm sorry, she's quite rude. And then sort of begrudgingly turns and goes off with her.
Okay, so you all push towards Scrooge's manor, street by street. Falling snow fills your tracks behind you as you skirt around the large angel fountain in the centre of a market square. Which none of you notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Always a good sentence.
I'm assuming we've all got really good perception.
There's nothing else to see in this entire square. Just the statue and
give me
nothing else.
a perception roll, please.
For all of us, right, okay.
All of us.
Just the person that's looking at the angel.
Me then, right, okay. Perception. What is my perception? It's +3, right.
Oh no.
Do.
Run out of alcohol for my metagaming punishment.
Already? Terrible.
Quick!
Go get some more.
I will. I'll be back in a
Okay.
tick.
That's 19.
The snow
total.
is at least a foot thick here. You almost don't notice, but the angel fountain appears broken. In fact, most of the buildings you pass look like they are in need of repairs underneath the blanket of white.
Hey,
I guess they don't really do very much upkeep here, right?
it does seem a little bit run down. I do not think there's much money in this place.
Oh, all right then. Well, I wonder why we're going to Scrooge's place anyway.
I think he's the one with the money.
Okay then, that's where we need to go.
After more trudging through the snow, you eventually reach the road to the hill. Ahead of you, the street shines with fresh snow and begins to climb back and forth up the hillside in a switchback. As you draw nearer, though, you realise it's not snow glistening, but ice. The street looks less like a road and more like a frozen river running from the top of the hill to the very bottom.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Is it very slippery? And we got to get up to the
You
top.
do have to get up to the
from
top.
What we can tell.
What have I got? Let's have a look.
Can I see how slippy it is going up?
Yes?
It's slippy.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Okay, all right. So I don't know if this is it. This might not matter at all, given it's slippy, slidey. But I've got a thing that's like climbing, where I've got a climbing speed equal to walking speed, and I can walk or climb on difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings,
Okay.
without
That
needing to
sounds
make
a bit
an
like
ability
spider
check.
climb or something.
Yeah. It's without needing to make an ability check.
Yeah.
So, would that assist me in any respect?
I will let you have advantage on the rolls for climbing up, but there's
Okay.
something
But still-
unnatural about the ice. So it's still roll. You'll still have to roll for it.
I've got advantage on dexterity anyway.
Okay, so if you want to see how slippy the ice is, give me a roll for dexterity.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll roll 2 because I've got the advantage. Oh wow, I'm doing great here. Oh, is it a saving throw or is it
Just a check.
just straight? Okay.
Is that
The rat, don't
a
drop the rat, don't
6
drop the rat,
or a
don't drop
10,
the rat.
or is it a 16 total?
11? So it's,
11 in total. Okay.
Yeah,
So, as you take your first steps onto the ice, your feet start to sort of slide out from under you, given that you don't have a very low centre of gravity. You do that sort of
No.
splits, and then splits out the other way, and you manage to stay up, but
I got
you
it.
definitely
I got
sprained
it. I
something.
got it.
Wow.
So
Careful down there, you big cullets.
Why aren't we always Muppets?
Well,
no matter what we play, we're always Muppets.
Yes, I was going to say it could be argued. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm fairly certain that Zibby's a Muppet. So the road itself, is there any space either side of it, like little gardens in front of the houses or anything like that isn't full of this magically or potentially magically induced frozen river?
no. So the streets are quite closed together, and there aren't any sort of picket fence front lawns here. Nobody has why waste the space?
So really, what we're looking at is Coronation Street.
Yes. I don't know. I don't watch it.
But you know the sort of thing I mean.
Yes, I remember the
and-
little
yeah.
chocolate man. Yeah. There was somebody sponsored it. I'm pretty sure it was Cadbury's sponsored them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's like, Coronation Street. Yes, I remember the little chocolate man. It's like, I'm sorry. Where's this going?
Yep.
Welcome to Claire's mind.
as you near the hill, a wall of ice sits in your way. A horse-drawn coach sits at the base of the hill, the empty harness hanging frozen in the air. Ice has flowed over it, leaving a small mountain of blue pooling in the middle of the street, blocking your progress.
Can I check the carriage?
Yes.
It's the last cars. Let's go home.
Okay.
Hey, just to calm it down a second, Rizzo. There must be something we can do.
What are you?
Do you reckon anybody's home?
What are you checking the
And
carriage
he knocks
for?
on the side of the carriage. He just wants to see if anyone's in it.
So as you knock on the side of the carriage, it's almost like knocking on brick. The ice is so solidly frozen. There's no response.
I don't think anybody's home.
You see, he seems to have changed into one of the lesser known Beatles.
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
That's better. Yep.
I don't think there's anybody home.
I don't think there's anybody home.
Thomas the Tank Engine was a very naughty engine.
Ringo. Yeah.
As you're contemplating the horse-drawn coach, you're aware of time ticking on.
Oh, God.
That's a subtle way of the DM telling us to get a move on and stop fucking about.
Has anybody got
So
fire?
I'd like to pull the door off of the carriage.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Do. That's 20. That's it.
20.
Okay.
I am double.
So you square yourself up to the carriage. You take the handle. You flex your muscles and you pull. And as you wrench it, it suddenly breaks free, and you wrench the entire carriage up over your head and over into the house on the opposite side of the street.
I guess I don't know my own strength.
Just to remind
so
me,
as part
guys,
of-
let me remind you, next time we shake a hand, not to hold on too tightly.
You're
Okay.
only supposed to pull the bloody door off.
So, at this, Misty is going to cast. What's she going to cast? She is going. I've just totally forgot what I was going to cast. Hang on. She is
This
going
happens a
to cast. It was bollocks. Where was it? Where'd it go? Right. It's basically I can detect magic at will without using a.
Okay.
Where is it?
Spell
Um,
slot.
Oh,
trying
actually,
to
yeah,
remember
that's
the-
a really good skill. That one, yeah.
That's a very good skill.
Yeah,
Super
I thought.
useful
Oh, there you
skill.
go. It's Eldritch Sight.
That's
there
the
we
one,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to detect magic.
Okay, so as you sense the magic, you see the what looks to be River of Ice street glow, but not in the hue of magic that you are used to. You can't pinpoint what type of magic it is, but you know something's going on. And as you turn your gaze towards the manor, you see a darkness.
Ooh, creepy.
And it appears
What
to
do
be
your
getting
Muppet eyes
darker.
see?
Well, to be honest,
Taking the Muppets to Isengard.
plastic.
But your way is clear now. The coach has been shattered, destroyed, removed from your path.
Sparky smacks his hands together again.
There you go.
Get me next to you in a fight.
I offer him a very small cake.
Oh, thanks, Huzzah.
It's okay. It's a sparkly snack.
Oh, As he goes to eat it, can I try and steal the cake from him?
I'm going to say sleight of hand versus... He
Surely it's going to be strength.
Yeah, I
'cause
think
in
it's
my
going to be
hand.
strength. Yeah.
I think with disadvantage as well, because he's actually just about to put it in his mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Wait,
Disadvantage,
disadvantage
sleight
on
of hand, yeah.
All right, okay, yep,
On
sure.
you, yeah.
If he gets a natural one, he gets swallowed.
Okay.
Won't be the first time.
What's your strength, Will?
So
Oh no, you might be in with a chance. 6.
Oh dear.
Oh, I got a 21 with disadvantage. I got a natural 20 on the other one and got 31.
Oh my god.
So, quick as a whip, Rizzo darts to your down your arm to your hand, and as he jumps back onto your head, he quickly whips the cake out of your hand, as if it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, I just like to be honest. This sounds somatically correct. The idea that you go to eat something and somehow Rizzo's got it. So,
Yeah.
Not in your hand anymore. Yeah.
Why am I always so hungry?
It's okay. I make you something nice to eat later.
Oh, thanks,
don't trust the
Hunter.
chef. The cake is a lie.
So Morris starts whispering to the.
If you're not careful, Michelin will strike you down the way you stand. As soon as you not stand on a Sparky, because he like a Sparky.
So, with the way clear, you look up to the first stretch of street and find it mercifully smooth. However, with all of Sparky's rumblings and the fighting between the two heads of the Monstiers,
Like monster, but said posh.
you hear a crunching sound from the roof of a closed shop.
What's that?
You look up to see snow and shingles falling towards you. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from him?
Oh,
Okay.
I knew I needed Dex. Didn't do
Oh,
anything
no.
about
So,
it.
so,
But
so I do see it.
Saving throw +2.
oh, I'm really confused. Where was that mine? Yeah, okay. It's different colours to what I'm used to. As well. Whose dice is
Very
that?
confusing.
What is it? A dexterity saving?
I got.
Oh god, I got 5. Ooh, someone got a natural
I got
20.
a natural 20.
Get you.
On roll 20. My god,
On
that's
roll
a first
20,
for you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Somebody
I
got
think
an 8.
it's just he doesn't like Zibby. I think he likes
Yeah,
Holzer.
probably.
Okay, so Holzer
Right,
got natural 20. Mons.
So I get advantage on. Oh, I got natural 20 as well. Woo!
Why do you get advantage?
Barbarians get advantage on Dex saving throws.
Okay.
Did not know that.
So, wait, barbarians get advantage on dex. That makes no sense.
On Dex saving throws. So basically, saving throw modifiers.
Only saving rather than actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay. So, as the sharp ice falls, Sparky just holds Rizzo above his head, almost like an umbrella, to take most of the damage, and Holzer manages to dance out of the way of some, each of them taking 5 hit points of damage. Unfortunately, Rizzo and the Monstiers take the brunt of the avalanche, and you take 10 damage each.
Ow! Sorry, how many?
10.
10.
Okay.
Ow. I tell you what, ow. Somebody put a rock in their snowball?
There was shingles of a house as well.
That's a pretty big rock.
Oh, it's not the first time I've had shingles.
Oh dear. Can Rizzo have a look up and see if he can see what disturbed the snow?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay, that's a 25.
Okay. As you look up, suspicious that it couldn't have just been your loud voices and arguing that disturbed the snow, you notice large furrows dug into the snow, as if somebody had taken a huge shovel to the shingles and ice. However, there are no footprints in the rooftop snow.
Oh, I don't like this, guys. It's gonna move on. And I kind of grab some of Sparky's hair and do kind of like a mush kind of thing. It's like, come on, let's go, let's get out of here.
As you start up the next far easier street, you notice a gap between a store with its windows frosted over and a cobbler's shop. Hidden in the shadows between wooden buildings is an alleyway paved in stone steps, strangely untouched by the ice, providing an easy path upwards.
Hey guys, I found a shortcut.
You mean I found it?
Yeah, sure, whatever, Sparky.
Yeah. I'm useful.
Yes, you're very useful. Yeah, a good monster.
So, did you say? So it's basically like a little alleyway of sorts. So, okay.
Is my assessment there correct? Is it like a little shortcut?
So the stone steps are ice-free, so it would be a much easier way to get up to the town. It does seem to be going up. So you could go up the icy street or through the alleyway.
Does it look like Sparky would fit?
How big are you?
He is the size of a Goliath.
That's not helpful.
He is a Goliath. Yeah.
9 foot or something like that. So
I think
Tall and wide.
he would, but he would have to go in sideways.
Okay.
Walk like a crab. Also, does the alleyway, does it turn at all, or is it just a straight line alleyway? Can you see what's at the other end, for example?
So you can see probably about 10 foot, but then the light starts to go dim and you can't really see much more than that.
Okay, so at this, Morris says, "Hey guys, basically, I can't do his accent now. He's gone. He's going to. I will in a minute. It's not there. It's not coming. He's going to send the imp instead down the alleyway first to check that it's safe and there's not going to be something that dives out at them unexpectedly or anything." Because they're not going to get back out again because they're going to get wedged by Sparky blocking the. He's like a big blocker. So basically, Morris puts his hand out to stop people going at her first and sends the imp flying down there.
Okay, describe the imp to me. What sort of size and look does he?
Tiny.
Okay.
It's tiny. It flies. Think of a bit like the Cornish pixie from Harry Potter. Just tiny, tiny little. But instead of blue, it's like red and small.
Okay, give me
possibly even a little bit smaller.
Have you got stats for it?
Yes.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll then, please. For the imp.
Oh, hang on, let me get it up.
Acrobatics.
Right. Hang on, let me. Doo-doo-ba-doo. Why is this so? Okay, so 11. And let me go into that. Plus 3, so 14.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me see if I need to do anything else for that. Oh, it's also got. Yeah, it's stealthy. Let me see if there's anything else.
What's its name?
I haven't named it yet.
Make one up now. Make one up. Go.
Git.
Okay, it's Git.
So
Limp the imp.
As the imp goes down the alleyway and leaves the safety of the light, she sort of twists and turns and manages to just about avoid crashing into some barrels lying at the side of the alleyway. It doesn't.
Oh, also it's got dark vision of 120 foot. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Yeah.
Doesn't really see anything particularly menacing.
Okay.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast light on the head of my mace.
Okay.
Your nutcracker.
Yep. Which can also be used as a nutcracker.
All right, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
So I'm going to go first with my mace held up high.
Okay. You head into the alley, hoping for a shortcut. Not even halfway up the steps, 3 silhouettes appear ahead of you, outlined by actually the quite bright. Hang on. Reverberate that. Not even halfway up the steps, 3 silhouettes jump out of doorways, startled by the sudden light that you've brought into the alley. The largest and most cantankerous one waves a knife, growling at your appearance and ruining their ambush. Toll, your coin or your life.
You can have all of my money. Oh, where to go? Okay, it's your life then.
Yeah, get out of our way. We got business at the big house.
So you're attempting to attack them.
Or maybe intimidate them, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could try intimidation first.
Okay, someone roll intimidation.
I think Sparky should roll.
Well, Sparky's big and Goliath.
Doesn't he also have?
But then you've also got Rizzo.
It
Sorry?
is +3.
Actually, do you want me to? As much as I'm not intimidating, I suppose you need to be intimidated as well. Yeah. My charisma is really high.
Should it be whoever's at front does the charisma, does the intimidation?
Well, who's marched down there ahead?
Well,
Sparky's high. I don't think it matters.
That's a very good point.
I shall roll. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if Sparky's in the front, it doesn't matter how intimidating any of us look. They're not going to see us.
I'd like to say Rizzo. Will help, but he's probably not going to be much help.
Okay, so it's 12.
Okay. The thieves immediately look Sparky up and down, look at the rest of you, but mostly focus on Sparky and just his sheer size. And they say, "Oh, sorry, mate. We didn't want any trouble. We're just trying to make a living. Scarper, boys!" And all 3 of them leg it to the closest doorway and away from you.
Yeah, don't come back.
Excuse me. Okay, so you managed to get up the. Hang on, bear with me. Yes, you go up the steps and you find that the alley looks out onto a much higher portion of the street, which is unfortunately still frozen, but you can see the manor in the distance. As you move slowly up the frozen road, you near the summit, reaching the last of the switchbacks. The smooth surface gives way to a chaotic mess of ice that has consumed the turn like a rushing river, frozen as it surged around the bend. Everyone give me an athletics check, please.
Okay.
Everything she's asking us to roll together so far are ones I purposely didn't put any, like... Yeah. It's like anything in.
No.
22.
5.
Natural 1.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Although, in fairness, I'm on Sparky.
5 in total.
Can we not? Sorry. And what are they? What are they attacking us with?
They're not. You're on frozen, watery, icy
ice.
river bed street
So
thing.
just slippery.
So, so Sparky, you almost start to go, and you're pinwheeling your arms, and you do manage to stay stable. However, as you're pinwheeling, you completely flat knock out Rizzo as he's riding on your head, and you are unconscious. You are down, and you are falling off of Sparky.
Oh no!
And unfortunately, while you're trying to regain your balance, you knock into the Monstiers, who, because of their lack of coordination, their heads try and go in opposite directions, trying to get away from you, and they slip over. And unfortunately, behind them is Huzzah, and he slips over too. So you're all sliding down the back down the street, turn river bed, and it looks like you're going to fling off of the switchback straight into the collection of houses about 30 feet below. What would you like to do?
I would like to grab my battle axe off of my back and slam it into the ground to stop myself from moving.
Okay, no, you're safe. You managed to regain your balance. You're okay. It's everybody else you've taken out.
He sticks by what he says.
I would like to use
everybody else is fucked.
the hooked nose of my nutcracker, and basically do the same as what John had suggested.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
I will give people ideas.
No, I was thinking about doing that anyway, but you got. So strength is saving throw or straight? Just
a straight roll.
Same difference anyway.
My companions! No!
Sorry, you got a natural one.
6. Yeah.
6. Okay, so you attempt to hook it in like a climbing hook, but unfortunately you just hit a really strong bit of ice and you don't quite get the right angle, and you fail to get a purchase. So you are continuing to slide down.
Would possibly, as it's a +2 mace, would I get +2 to that?
Yes, but you still wouldn't manage it.
Damn it! I didn't think so, but still.
Misty, what are you doing?
So, so the way we're going, would that be classed as falling? Or just speeding slide?
You're not falling yet.
Basically,
you're flying with
falling,
style.
I want to.
You will be. Yes.
If I'm falling, would feather fall work?
No, because you're sliding.
In that case, could I use Eldritch Blast to the ice that's in front of me as I'm sliding, so almost like I'm basically just trying to melt the ice ahead of me, like as though it's a kind of a.
What sort of damage does Eldritch Blast do?
Is it force?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe not Eldritch Blast then. Let's have a look. Oh, what was the one I was looking at? I was looking at one. Oh no, it's not Eldritch Blast. Hang on, one sec. It was a thing to do with fire. What was it?
Was it melt ice?
Yes.
I knew I should have prepared that spell.
It's so specific. You never think you're going to need it.
Bugger, where is it? There was one.
You don't play many spellcasters, do you, Natalia?
No, I haven't. It was, I've just used to going, you, what do? I hit them. Okay. Do it again. Yeah. Shit. Where was that? No, it wasn't that. I've just been looking. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And then, can I find it? No. I'm sorry.
While she's looking for her spell, does anyone else want to help or attempt to do anything?
I would, but I'm asleep.
Yeah, shush you. You're sliding away as you're sliding past Holzer.
As I go past, you hear me just mutter in my sleep, "Oh, Gonzo, you are magnificent."
Oh my god, no.
Wow.
I've had a few too many Baileys.
You know what? By the laws of the internet, it exists.
Rule 34.
Definitely.
That's quite the nose you've got there.
Is there anything that I can? Is there anything nearby that I can grab to sort of put in front of me to break my fall? Yeah, basically to stop me hurting myself to land on. Rizzo's small. He's not going to exactly. Break my fall quite the same.
The street up this far of the hill, Scrooge isn't for neighbours, so there's not any houses per se. It's quite a deserted area.
Is what I'm thinking more.
Is there any way that I can... if I grab my... I think it's like 50 foot of rope? Something like that.
Hey, I've got an idea. I just need to know if there's anything softish that I can grab.
No, there's just sharp ice all around you.
Can I grab Sparky?
No, I'm up the top.
Oh,
Maybe if you'd said a few minutes earlier, you possibly could, but you've slid down the thing since then.
A few minutes, a few hours beforehand.
Damn. Okay. I'm trying.
So Sparky, seeing this absolute clusterfuck, gets out his 50 foot of hempen rope and flings it forward so it crosses over the switchback.
Okay.
So the rope should lay across several of the paths. So it goes out straight. So it goes kind of like a 90-degree angle to where the switchback works. So if somebody's able to grab it as they go by, they're able to hold on to it. So
I'd love to grab it, but I'm currently asleep.
He's not wrong.
Okay, can Misty, can she cast Thaumaturgy and use the part which is the causing flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change colour for 1 minute? So
no, because there's no fire.
Can she not create the flame, or is it
No, it's a
just
different spell.
It's affecting.
Bugger.
Yeah.
All right.
If you had create bonfire,
I'm just desperately trying.
If you had fireball, you know, the answer to every problem.
Take that, and then I went. No, I won't do that.
I've literally just thrown you a line.
If you had prestidigitation,
I was going to
work.
take the pack.
I have
speaking to John.
prestidigitation, but I've already tried.
The edge of that switchback is getting closer and closer.
Oh.
This is going to be a very early TPK.
She's gone, guys.
No, we're Muppets. We don't die. We just have very big boo-boos.
Oh no.
Speak for yourself.
I don't know. Am I familiar? I can't do anything from there. Misty Step.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's why you called yourself Misty, wasn't it?
No, that was. Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. Basically, I was rushing. Do you know though the packs that I've chosen? I was speaking to John about.
Anyway,
should I choose this or this? And I chose one. I went, I don't know if do you think I'd need fire? And John went, no, I don't know. So I didn't choose the pack.
You fool.
That was John's. That was blame him.
It was your choice.
it's fine. I came to last night's session with a Dragonborn sorcerer, all prepped up with a cold aesthetic and everything. And every check, No. The checks you've done so far.
Shut.
For God's sake.
You cast Misty Step, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you stepping to?
Is there anything that anywhere that looks like a safe state part to stop that doesn't look like it's going to stab me, spike me, kill me? Somewhere that I can balance that. Yeah.
On top of Sparky.
That's not as safe as you think.
Yeah.
Just ahead of Sparky, there is a more the path levels out a bit more and looks a bit more stable. It's just where the switchback has gone round it. It's a particularly steep bit.
Okay, I will try there, and at the very least I can grab Sparky in the event that I still carry on sliding. So I will teleport to there, please.
Okay, as you reach the edge of the switchback, and just as you're falling off, you cast the spell, you whisper the incantation, and as you start to fall, you fall onto the solid ground just in front of Sparky.
Oh,
You are safe.
yeah.
Rizzo and Holzer, however, continue to slide, getting dangerously close.
I would like to. Is there any stone nearby?
There may be a few stones in the edge of the path. Some that the rope that Sparky is holding is laying over. As sort of like, what's the Scottish word? Cairns?
Cairns.
Yeah, sort of way markers in the road.
would they count as being large rocks?
Large cans?
Yeah.
Big can.
A few of them are boulder shaped, sort of at the bottom, where someone's obviously put it there to start the cairn, and then it's filled with smaller ones on top.
What I would like to do as I speed past on my bottom, I'd like to fling my hand out and touch one of those large boulders, cast stone shape into like a slide that can slow me down, go like across the road, so it slows me down and deposits me somewhere safe, not just flinging straight off the bottom of the switchback.
Okay, so you're trying to basically create like a wall at the edge of the road?
Not really a wall, but something that would catch me and then just slow me down by sort of bringing me back, sort of swooping me back up the switchback slightly.
Okay, so like one of those roller coasters that is done with momentum, where it just goes up and then sends you back down.
Yeah.
Okay. Is more than 5 foot dimension? Yeah, why not? That sounds hilarious.
At the same time, I cast Mage Hand as a cantrip, and my Mage Hand grabs the other end of Sparky's rope and starts basically heading towards the other two that are still sliding.
Okay, so you do that, and Holzer, as you're casting stone shape, you do manage to just brush the stone as you sweep past, and it morphs into this. I don't know what it's called in the technical term. I haven't played Planet Zoo for a while, but Planet Coaster for a while.
Slide.
But you do manage to transform the stone into a inverse ramp, enough that you slide up it and then start to slide back down in a relative speed towards Sparky. Unfortunately, Rizzo, being a much smaller companion, goes right off the end, and he is now going up 20 feet into the air, making the drop 50 foot, unless somebody catches him.
How much does Rizzo weigh?
Rizzo weighs... hold on a second.
Less than 10 pounds. Less than 10 pounds. Less than 10 pounds.
Rizzo...
He weighs less than 10 pounds, doesn't he?
Rizzo weighs 58 pounds and was carrying about 74 pounds. So, yeah.
So his pack is bigger than he is, then.
Yeah. Apparently I'm unencumbered, though, so...
If I'm using... Hang on, I'm just wondering... Well, I'm wondering a few things.
I'm sorry, can I just pop to the toilet quickly? Yeah, I'll be back in a tick.
You want to cut that from the recording, or you want to keep that in?
No,
you got a shot
keep
Baileys
it in.
there.
It's great fun.
Yeah, that's my shot now that I've run out of thing.
Hand it over. Anyway, continue.
So, familiars, do they have any strength of what they can carry? I can't see anything on the shore.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
And
we're not sponsored by Baileys, but by God, that's good.
I've bought some the almond milk one. Actually, I haven't tried it yet. It's apparently it's a little bit thinner, but it tastes like the same. I was like, all right,
Booze.
I'll do that. Booze. What else can I do? No, not that one.
So, how far is Rizzo from Sparky?
I would say the hypotenuse is about 30 foot.
Okay. So, could I...
Oh yeah, can I, if I have a spell, can I use my familiar or my mage hand, I guess, is a, it's not a spell, well, it's a cantrip, so I guess
Is mage hand
I'm
concentration?
basically wondering whether I could, I don't know, let's have a look. Mage hand, no, it's VNS. So voice and what's S?
Somatic.
Somatic.
It should have a little
so it's not
C next to
concentration.
it if it's concentration.
No.
Nope, it doesn't. So it's cool. I was just wondering whether I could cast Featherfall using my mage hand or my familiar on Rizzo. And that's a long shot.
Hang on a minute. So you want to do that because you can cast. If mage hand isn't concentration, then you can cast another spell, no problem.
But can I cast something like Featherfall on somebody else, or does it have to be
Yes,
on
you
Yeah,
can.
no, I
Yep.
think
You can
if it
cast
says
Featherfall on
it should
someone.
say a creature you can see or touch, depending on the
Yeah.
components.
It
Well, I'm
should be
assuming
C, I think.
if he's going to fall 50 foot, he'll die. Or not
if,
far
might
off.
if you have Featherfall,
You
cast
really
it on
pissed
him,
me
he'll be
off
fine.
today.
It's like, I don't care, die! Okay, then, yeah, I'll wait for him to get back, but then I will
So
I'll do that.
your familiar, is it through find familiar or is it just a thing you've got?
both.
Okay.
I've got find familiar as well. So it's but it's an imp. It's like a special thing, but
Okay, so
not if that makes sense. It's part of the warlock
in
thing.
find familiar it says that it can't attack, and I'm going to say that casting a spell is too much like an attack action regardless of the type of spell, so a familiar won't be able to cast spells. That's going to be my ruling.
It says something about you can't attack, but you can give it your attack or something. You can't attack as
A
well.
familiar
or
can't
something, isn't
attack,
it?
but it can take other actions as normal.
Oh, yeah. No, it's,
So a spell is too
But
much
Featherfall
like
shouldn't.
a attack action.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
need to use the imp
No.
for Featherfall. It will be a distance. So what's the distance on Featherfall?
hang on.
What's the casting distance?
60 foot,
If-
so you're fine there.
If it's 60 foot, you're fine.
What?
So you should.
Yeah,
again.
60 foot.
You should. It's very serious there. Yeah, I think you're okay, mate.
Oh, okay, good.
I like how you're taking the
I
the
haven't
credit for
said
that.
anything. I just said I think you're okay. You weren't saying anything.
Okay,
Bring the bones
so Morris, because Misty's all about herself, Morris casts Featherfall on Rizzo.
Okay. He throws out his voice and casts the spell, and Rizzo is almost his upward fall has stopped, or fall. He's stopped going up and he's starting
The
to
zenith.
come down, and he's almost like he's caught by a downy feather pillow. His fall slows. And thankfully, the trajectory of the stone shape means that he's no longer falling off into the rooftops below. He is now falling straight down, just to where the switchback ends, and the stone shape is still present.
Hooray!
Yay! We didn't die.
We're all still alive!
Yeah, however, I had to use a 4th level spell to not die.
Jesus.
Oh, don't. I've
Because
just
Sparky
cast
reaching
two
out a
spells already
hand
now.
to try and help you stop you falling was just too much, wasn't it?
Well,
It's,
he's not the fastest.
Bless him.
I'd have suggested it, but I was asleep. Speaking of which, have I woken up yet, or do I just drift down before waking up?
You land in a nice comfy pillow, so you're probably asleep.
I'm going to say, as you drift down, you groggily come to your senses, and you're sort of like you don't really want to get back up off of this this comfy downy pillow that seems to have enveloped you, and then it's you're rudely awakened by how cold and hard the ice is that you've just landed on.
So hang on. So when I woke up, did I realise that I was in the air?
No, you're down on the floor when you
I
woke up.
got down onto the floor. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Yeah. I just look around and I'm just like, guys.
Yup.
What the hell are you doing up there?
You slid down.
Slipped. I am as nimble as a goat, I'll have you know. And do I see the rope that was thrown down by Sparky?
Yeah.
You frickin'... I used the rope to climb myself back up.
Back up onto Sparky.
Yes.
At this, Misty goes, "You're welcome," and takes full credit for what she didn't do.
Rizzo just gives you a look, and then just look back up to the man. It's like, aren't we supposed to be doing something?
Oh, yeah.
So is the rope near enough to me to grab hold of as well?
Yes.
Well,
so
whatever
when
the
you
case, we can kind
when
of
you went up
swish it
and
over
back
to you.
down the stone shape, you were catapulted almost up the street, and you sort of came to a skidding halt just at Sparky's feet. So you're all okay, and as you haul yourself up the final stretch to the top of the hill, the ice abruptly gives way to the paved stone again. Standing before you and surrounding the manor is a 10-foot stone wall, half frozen over in the bitter wind. You can see the stone path leading up to the front door, through the large, closed iron gates set into the wall. Next to it, a single barred and shuttered window is cut into the stone, candlelight streaming out from between the cracks.
Shall I knock?
I think that's a good thing to do. It's only polite.
Okay.
Sparky walks over. Yeah.
I knock gently.
Okay, as you begin the knocking, the shutters of the window open up, and quite a disgruntled man looks out and goes, "Oi! Up it, you! This ain't the time of day for visitors. Get lost!" And then the shutters slam shut again.
Looks like they're not
Sparky
open.
keeps knocking.
I'm gonna knock on the shutters and say, "Excuse me, angry man. We appear to be lost already. We cannot get them all lost."
The shutters open again and says, "I don't care how lost you are. You go up it, man. This ain't round your bloody hell, what? This ain't your town. This ain't your house. You're not welcome. Get lost." And they slam shut again.
I'm going to knock on the shutters again, and when he opens it, I'm going to offer him a magically produced cake from Thaumatisserie and say, "We have brought the cake for Mr. Scrooge."
Okay.
Delivery.
Roll a persuasion for me.
Oh, can I help him?
Yeah, you can help, so roll with advantage.
With advantage, I just need to see what my
It's this really swell cake, fella.
persuasion. Oh, +5 on persuasion. I like persuasion. Right. So, that one. D20. Be good. 19, and also with advantage, just in case. Did that do it again? Yes, it did. Oh, in that case, that's a 22. Thank you.
Okay, so the shutters open and the guard takes in the cake and you and your companions and says, "Do I look like bloody Hansel? I ain't buying it. Scrooge don't want none of your second-hand cakes. Get lost!" And slams the shutters again.
I'm going to knock on the shutters again. I'm going to knock on the door shutters again, and when he opens it, I'm going to go, a second-hand cake is not something to have. This is a first-hand cake. It is only second-hand if you eat it first.
Hello! I just want to say Mr. Scrooge has won a prize. This is a famous chef. He's come to show Mr. Scrooge all of his wares and to give him some baking lessons and some free cake because he won first prize in an exclusive competition.
Yeah, I am the winner of the Great Baldur's Gate Bake-Off.
I don't care how famous you are. You're going to need a second-hand life if you don't bloody up it. Get lost. Scrooge ain't interested.
I think Mr. Scrooge
and with that, he slams the
really...
shutters with a very final, with an air of finality.
But I know Apollo what to do.
Can I, while this is going on, can I sneak over to the gate and try to unlock it?
Yes, give me sleight of hand.
And at this, is there like a letterbox thing? Letterbox.
No, there are bars over the shutters, so you can't sort of get through them.
15.
Okay, so the gate is locked from the inside, and is it really... Wait, what size are you? Small.
Small.
Which
3
isn't
foot,
particularly a problem for you. You manage to wiggle your way through the bars of the gate, and and reach up, and you have a bit of trouble because it's, just taller than you are, so you have to sort of do things by feel, but you do manage to get the gate unlocked.
So as
Is he gone round the back?
no, so what I've done is I've wriggled. So on roll 20 now, I've wriggled. I've wriggled through the gate, and I've just unlocked it. And when he closes the shutter again, I'm just there, kind of like leaning against the end. I go, oh gee, was a shame. Looks like they're not open.
Nah. What did you do?
Nothing.
Okay, then.
Just walks over to the gate.
Okay, as you pass through the gate into the courtyard, you notice it's relatively deserted, but you do notice on the far side another guard who isn't looking in your direction at the moment, hasn't quite noticed you.
Hey guys, you gotta be very quiet here.
Follow me.
Are you sure you don't want me to distract?
Oh, no, we don't need no distractions just now.
So I'm gonna take the light off of the head of my mace, by the way.
Okay.
The beacon.
I'm gonna act like the quietest. This is my most important performance. I gotta be quiet. Okay.
Okay.
For God's sake.
Roll me stealth, everybody, please.
Oh. Yeah. I've got +2. That's not too awful.
21 from Rizzo.
So 8 and
18 in total
stealth,
for
did
me.
you say?
Okay.
9. Why am I...
17. Amazing. Sparky's a 17. Wow.
that lump.
I'm actually quite
Okay.
surprised because I've got pots and pans hanging off the back of my backpack.
Clanking around like Samwise.
So exactly, yeah. That's what gave me the idea.
So,
I boil them, I mash them, I put them in a stew.
Potatoes.
without
Potatoes.
without buildings to buffer it, the bitter wind cuts through you as Scrooge's manor looms above. 3 stories of imposing stone and iron rest on the hill, towering over everything for miles. It is a grand building. You cannot help but notice that it seems to be in disrepair. A few shingles are missing, and more than one window is boarded up. The only light coming from the manor is a soft glow from the 3rd window. The 3 of you that succeeded, and 3 guesses who the one that didn't, managed to make it across the across the courtyard in relative silence, and the guard is none the wiser. However, as Misty and Morris walk through across the courtyard, they manage to trip over a loose stone, which it should have been repaired ages ago, and the caretaker has been meaning to get round to it. And let me just roll for his perception.
Rizzo just smacks a small ratty hand against his forehead.
Sorry.
However,
I thought that.
despite due to the cold and the long hours, the guard doesn't actually hear you, and you manage to scamper your way across the rest of the courtyard unnoticed.
Rizzo just looks between the guard and Misty, back at the guard, back at Misty again, just like, fair enough.
Misty thinks she's in a performance. Basically, everything Misty does is as though she stood in a spotlight because she thinks that's her life. So Misty starts following the others across the courtyard.
Scamper, scamper, scamper. Scamper, scamper, scamper.
Would you quit it?
Okay.
What? I'm performing.
Your steps echo on the hard stone floor of the entry hall as you finally leave behind the cold air and sluggish guards. Each sound you make is rebuked by the silence that hangs in the air and hovers over the worn carpet and old curtains. Silence feels as real as the dust that sits on the empty pedestals and unlit lamps and reaches up the pillars that stretch above you, disappearing into the shadows. It creeps up the twin staircases curling along the far side of the room and languishes on the balcony.
Guy, for a rich guy, this place is pretty dismal.
Yeah, I wonder where all the money is.
Good point.
I think he's one of these richer people that does not spend his money, which is why he is so rich.
I bet he sleeps on it. I bet he throws the money all over himself every night he goes to bed. I know that's what I would do.
I've had dreams like that.
I would make a bath and then get in the bath with all the money.
Now, which way are we going then?
I think he has a bigger pool of the gold coins, which he dives into every night.
Isn't that a duck?
I don't know. We've not met Mr. Scrooge. He might be a duck.
That's racist.
Which way are we going?
I don't know. Can you smell the money?
I want to go in the direction of the pool of money.
As you are stood discussing this in the entryway, you hear drifting up from the church tower, bong!
Oh, gee, that's the bell. That's the bell.
We gotta get in his bedroom.
There was a light on upstairs.
Okay.
And, just start running.
Yep.
You lurch up the stairs two at a time, the chimes racing with you. Bong!
I'm assuming, like, I'd be able to work out what room it possibly is. So it'll go up the stairs onto the landing and see if there's any light
I was going to say, could we see the light shooting out from under the door?
On the balcony of the landing, a plain door sits to your right, and a hallway stretches out to the left. A tired patrolman's jaw drops at the sight of you, and he stammers for words. But before you is a flight of stairs leading to the third floor. Are you? Bong!
Is it on the third floor? The light.
It seemed to be
window?
at the seemed to be on the third floor.
Can Rizzo, as we go past the guard, can he bump into him and try and take his coin purse?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, sleight of hand.
Yep. Oh,
we got
31.
Oh my
You do manage to take his coin purse, however, bong! Time is ticking on as you charge up the flight of stairs.
I'm very sorry. Merry Christmas. On we go.
By the way, Sparky can dash 80 feet.
Okay, you arrive at the landing, breathing heavily. The floor is dark and clearly has had few visitors. 3 hallways stretch out before you. The 2 outer hallways are left dark with dust on the floor. The third, centre hallway, has windows, a worn dark red carpet, and at the end you can see large double doors. Bong!
Is there any light coming from any of the doors? Anything like that?
You don't notice any light.
Okay.
Are there keyholes in the doors?
No. Bong!
Okay,
gonna run into the
How many doors are there?
What were you saying, John?
There are 3 hallways stretching out before you.
That's 3 hallways. Okay.
So the hallway which would run alongside where the so if you've got the window on the outside that we saw,
mm-hmm.
I want to run down the hallway that goes alongside that, if you see what I mean.
You can't tell that from looking out the window compared to the layout of the mansion.
Guys, look at the carpet! Look at the carpet!
What about the carpet?
It's worn, it's worn, it's not dusty. Go, go, go! I'm gonna take a shot for that.
You race down the hallway, your legs pounding away at the carpet. However, it seems to just stretch on forever, keeping the door just out of your reach, as you hear... Bong!
Go, 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 go!
Okay. And a dash. As fast as possible.
You all slam into the doors, and they bulge under the sheer weight of your combined mass. But they throw you all back to the ground. They do not open.
Can you pick the lock while I kick it open?
I sneak on through his legs and attempt to pick the lock.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Okie dokie. Quickly, quickly, quickly! Oh god. That's a 13.
Scrambling for the doors, you search for the lock. Bong!
Where's the lock?
Sparky
Where's the
kicks
lock?
it.
Where's the lock?
You attempt to open the lock, but find that the doors aren't locked. You realise that the doors open outwards.
Oh, for God's sake!
Bong!
Rizzo pulls
my nemesis.
pulls the door open as he sees the sign that says pull instead of push.
Bong!
And
Foiled
presumably
again.
Sparky kicks Rizzo through the door.
I was going to say, just before they work that out, can I cast Thaumaturgy? Because that instantaneously causes an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The doors fly open and you throw yourselves over the thresholds. The doors slam shut behind you. You've made
That
it.
wasn't done me.
So, what's in here?
The chimes have more... Oh, wait, hang on. Blah, 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 blah. Never mind that. So, inside the room, you notice that it is quite large, but it's a strangely sparse for its size. And if I was paying attention to Roll20, I would have flicked you over to it by now. Bear with me for just 1 second. Who are you lot?
Play the bear with us music.
Yeah, if I could remember how Ipanema goes, I would play it.
I'm suddenly feeling how much Bailey's I've had.
Okay. So there is a large four-poster bed on the far side of the room with its curtains drawn. The fireplace to your left still radiates heat from its low embers. There is a door to the balcony across from the hearth, which is open despite the cold night air. And on the other side of the room, there is a desk and chair in the corner, covered in old notes and a half-hidden dark purple book.
Rizzo immediately inspects the room to see if he can see any hiding places where the pit of gold that we were talking about might be.
So, you don't find any gold, and you see that although this room is better kept than the rest of the house and the rest of the town seems to be, it is not lavish.
So Morris casts detect magic, but it's one that's at will, so it doesn't cosmic spell.
Hello, Mr. Scrooge.
You don't detect any magic.
Okay.
I would like to go and have a quick look out through the doors onto the balcony.
Okay, so outside the balcony, it's quite small, and past the safety rails, the stone wall that's stopping you from falling off, you look down over the town and see the town of Grace spreading out before you into the night. Scenery is a picture-perfect
It
Christmas
looks
card.
quite pretty from up here. Almost like a picture postcard on a box of Christmas chocolates.
So, you said that there's a desk over on the left-hand corner, is that
Yep.
right? Over. Okay, so Sparky just kind of wanders over there and starts looking at stuff.
Okay, remind me of
Just still
Sparky's
saying,
Mr.
intelligence.
Scrooge.
Remind me of Sparky's intelligence.
Loads.
10 actually. He's not a total
Okay.
dumbass. He's just ordinary. Yeah. He just puts it on for show, you know.
So most of the notes...
Plain
His
to
favourite
type.
authors. Yeah.
It's dedicated, you know.
So you shuffle through the notes, and most of them are bank statements or financing loans and agreements. A lot of them use words that you don't quite understand, but you get the gist that these are monies owing to an individual. Several of them are tucked into the purple book at certain pages, but all of them are quite dusty and seem quite disused.
Okay.
Rizzo, you know about money.
Oh,
What's this?
speaking of money, how much money did I palm from the tired guard?
1 silver.
Oh,
He's not paid well.
No.
not my highest gamble.
And a slightly curled ham sandwich.
So this Morris and Misty, they go near the rug on the floor and they start lifting the rug to see if there's anything underneath the rug.
Okay. There is nothing near the rug. It is quite threadbare. However, as you edge round the rug and you near the bed, you see an old man wearing a nightcap and robes. His medallion of office hanging around his neck. He stares slack-jawed before bolting up and sputtering out a hoarse, "How did you get in here?"
Mr. Scrooge!
I am the spirit of Christmas past. A voice as clear as the 12th bell responds from the balcony behind you.
You are not going to be taking away my performance. It's my go.
The voice is then followed
trying to
by a
upstage
young
me.
woman, her face as calm as a lake at midnight. She wears a flowing white robe that flutters behind her as she moves. She drifts by Holzer as she moves into the room from the balcony. But you cannot be certain if she's actually touching the ground. Long past? Ebenezer asks, astounded. Your past, says the spirit, gliding over the bed and raising an outstretched hand. We must away. Her eyes settle on your invisible forms. There is much work ahead of us this night. Cautiously, Scrooge takes her hand as she leads him to the double doors by which you just entered. They open before her, and a blinding light fills the room as she and Scrooge step through. Following after them, you squint as your eyes adjust to the harsh light. As soon as your vision settles, you find yourself standing in a boarding school classroom. A young Ebenezer Scrooge sits in the class, listening intently to his teacher. Bear with me while I change the scene again.
Ah, so this is what a classroom is. I've never been in one, personally.
You told me that you managed to graduate with honors from the School of Hard Knocks, Rizzo.
Hi. I never actually attended.
Oh, okay.
I bet you've been in the school kitchens, though.
Near the head of the classroom stand the spirit and Scrooge, who mutters to himself, I remember this place. I used to attend here. Spirit, why have you brought me back to my old school? Do you intend to show me every moment of my wasted youth? Bah! Humbug! The spirit says nothing, and the class gets up to leave. As you watch, young Ebenezer is approached by a tall man with a package. His proportions seem ever so slightly off, his arms too long, his face too perfect, and somehow he seems uncomfortable in his own skin, as if he is more a creature than a man. The creature then leans down and whispers to young Ebenezer, while present-day Scrooge leans forward, straining to hear. Suddenly, shadows spring to life around the room, surrounding young Ebenezer and the creature. One of the shadows dives towards the creature and disappears. The remaining ones silently turn their attention toward you. Everybody roll initiative.
No!
Don't know why this keeps coming up. It's weird. Oh, God. Every throw has been terrible. I'm doing these rolls on here, and for some reason it keeps coming out. Every time I hit like D20, for example, it comes up with a thing to say drag to roll that it doesn't
really?
used to. But yeah, it's quite annoying.
Do you have it set up as roll automatically?
Oh, no, that'd be why. Okay, no, yeah. I had the enable 3D dice.
I got 9.
Okay.
I got 14.
11.
Why did Sparky roll twice?
He gets advantage on initiative rolls.
Bloody barbarians.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Natalia?
Sorry, I got 2. I don't. Do you add anything to initiative? I'm just
Your
trying to remember.
dexterity.
Do you? I can't remember.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, 3.
Way!
Nice.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So in that case, it is Nick first then.
What would Nick like to do? This is a very good question.
Make a small cake.
Make a big cake, depending. Yeah.
So what is...
Cracker's nut.
why am I off the edge of the map?
Cream his horn.
Come back here. Oh, I can't move him because he's off the edge of the map. Can you move my icon? No, I've got an icon off the edge of the map, but I've got another icon here. How weird.
Oh,
That's very strange.
have I accidentally done... I don't know what I've done. You can
Multiple
move somebody,
icons.
so, you know.
Well, yeah, I can
move
move
someone.
Still learning Roll20.
Shall not move, I think, and I shall cast a spell of some description. I'm not going to ask them cake because they don't look like they like cake. I am
Cake?
going to cast Sacred Flame on Mr. Red.
Okie dokie. Is that a roll to attack, or do I have to roll for a...
No, I think that's a roll to attack. No, target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. And my...
10.
If anyone's got any ideas for Christmas battle
no,
music, that'll be
save DC is 14.
Jingle
That's
hells,
14.
jingle
so,
hells.
No, you failed.
Jingle hells.
So
Failed?
that's 2.
Is
That's
there any-
2d8 damage.
What type of damage is
Any
it?
dramatic bits from Nightmare Before Christmas, or maybe dramatic bits from Die Hard?
How about things that aren't likely to have us in jail?
Radiant.
Okay.
Radiant.
Roll.
Radiant. So, I want 2d8.
Rudolph the red-faced reindeer cut his way through many foes.
Hush you.
Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake. 4.
Okay.
That's really shocking.
Poop.
So your spell flies towards him, and despite your disappointing roll, it does seem to do more damage than you would have expected.
Ooh.
Just saying, light destroyed shadows? What an original idea.
Right.
Sparky's shocked.
I think that's probably it for me. No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to move. There's only 2 of them, isn't there? Because I can only see bits of Roll20 in a minute.
There's 3, one in 3 corners
Okay.
of the room.
Right. Yes, so I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Just to clarify, this one here is Ebenezer Old.
Yeah.
That one there is
Yes.
the spirit, not a window.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's the creature, and that's young Ebenezer. Just to
And then you got
clarify
3
that.
and then you got 3 shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the creature look like it's attacking Ebenezer?
He's giving Ebenezer something. Young Ebenezer.
Hang on. So, which one's the ghost that you got?
This
So that's the spirit
thing.
of
Oh, that,
Christmas
okay.
past.
Right. Yeah.
I was being
That's what I
thematic.
meant.
Okay, so it's John up next. Sorry, I've realised you're waiting for me.
Okay. Sparky would like to rage.
And as Sparky, he stands there and he just goes, "Ooh!" And he gets even shaggier, and he suddenly grows these massive claws, and he leaps forward at the shadow in red. The shadow in red. The red shadow in
red.
Oh, I've had too
It's
much Baileys.
attacking me.
I was going to say, you guys have spent too long together.
Far too long. Okay, so just so you know what's going on, I have an attack with each claw, but I actually have 2 attacks. So in total, I get 4 attacks. So let's see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this is what happens with higher level things. Yeah, so I'm just going to roll 4 d20s. Jesus. Right. So it's a +7.
Okay, so all but that 2 hit.
2. Yeah. Okay, so 3 hits. And
No, I'm right.
Is 26 plus 4. Right, so I'm just going to roll 3d6. Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, actually, I will. 3d6s. Okay. So that is 11 plus... so that's 12, that's 23.
Okay, so you just leap on over and you slash and you slash and you slash with your claws, and the reason that your 4th attack misses is because the spirit has just been shredded into nothing and has just faded into the floorboards.
Oh, where'd he go?
Any other actions? Bonus actions, movement?
That is it. My rage is a bonus
Okay.
action, so
In that case, it is Greg's go.
Oh, okay. All right. In which case, I'm going to use.
Oh, actually, sorry. Thinking about it, am I able to break up my movement?
Yeah, why not?
So that'll be like 5, 10, 15, 40. Okay, so I get up to this way.
In his face.
Okay, yep.
Oh, okay. Right. I am going to then. Okay. Since you did that, I'm gonna move on.
Sorry.
No. It's all right. I just need to. It just changed slightly what I was going to do. So I'm going to move back a bit, take out my short bow, and I'm going to fire at this dude, Mr. Green Shadow over there.
The bottom right-hand corner.
Yep. And
in the right-hand corner pocket.
Because Sparky is next to him, I can get my sneak attack damage.
Boom.
Ah, nice.
And question for later: are these creatures medium, as in size?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, I'll bear that
They
in
look
mind.
to be the shadows of a human.
Okie dokie.
Or human size.
Mhm.
Their actual features are difficult to make out.
Okie dokie. I will make my attack. So I take up my short bow, fire at him, and I get a 14. Does that hit?
Is that in total?
In total, yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. It almost seems to pass through him. Your aim was just that off.
Son of a... Whoops. Okay. Any bonus action? Huh. I have an idea that might be terrible, but it seems in keeping with Rizzo. as he's taking this shot, he's following Huzzah, and he has fast hands, which means as a bonus action, I can use my cunning action to make a sleight of hand check. So I want to steal Huzzah's money pouch.
Okay, sleight of hand versus Huzzah's perception, then, please.
I mean, you really should be getting inspiration for playing Rizzo so well here.
He's doing well here, yeah.
Oh my god.
I got a 19.
Oh dear.
We're all going to be so poor.
So my passive perception is only 13. Or is it passive perception or normal perception?
Give me a roll. I'll give you a chance.
Perception's +3. Please roll good.
Yes.
No, 15.
Good, but not good enough. So
Amazing.
you're completely oblivious to the small little rat fingers that find their way into your pockets and pinch your money pouch.
How much gold do I add?
You've got like a personal gold.
Wow.
150 gold, 3 platinum, 11 electrum, 17 silver, and 19 copper.
Jesus.
Do you keep them all in the one pouch? Would your character keep them all in one pouch?
Well, yes, because the Reverend Holzer Main is probably a trusting fellow.
The fool.
So, sorry, can I have that again? How much was that?
3 platinum.
Right, okay, so 3 platinum. Yep.
150 gold.
Yep.
11 electrum.
11 electrum. Yep.
17 silver and 19 coppers.
I had no idea Holzer was minted.
Yeah, me neither. like Rizzo literally, like, he nicks it, and he's literally, he goes to take it and just has to do like a double take of just like,
This is heavy.
Jesus.
Okay, so that was your bonus action.
Yep.
Very, well used. Okay, so it's now the Shadow's go. So Green will whip out a tendril and attack Sparky.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20, so 27 to hit.
Oh.
And it did 8 necrotic damage, and if I can get a strength or dexterity check, please.
Ooh, okay. So I actually get advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
Whilst raging.
Okay. How long does raging last?
10 rounds?
Okay.
Yeah, 10 rounds, yeah. So that is... That's 15.
Okay, so the tendrils sort of whip out of you, and they do deal damage.
What was the damage?
Was 8 damage. They do deal damage, and they attempt to sort of wrap themselves around you, but they don't manage it. You just break free with your uncontrollable rage.
Oh.
Then Blue will...
No, he's coming this way.
25, 25.
Quick, Holzer,
40.
try and bribe him.
And he's going to make an attack on Holzer, which is 16. Does that hit?
My armor class is 16, so they have to beat my armor class, is that right? So if it's the same, they miss?
I think it's... You have to beat it if it's AC. And, oh, sorry, no, I'll take a shot.
Yeah, no backseat DMing. So I've been playing it that if you reach their armor class, then you hit them. So if he reaches your armor class, then he hits you.
Yeah.
So he does 9 necrotic damage.
9.
So no necrotic damage. Is that correct?
Are you resistant? Are you immune?
Are you German?
No, I just thought you were speaking German.
Yes.
And if I can get a strength or dexterity check, please.
If there's any accent that Claire's doing, it's probably German.
Da.
Right, strength
That was
or dexterity. Dexterity is my better one. So saving throw or just straight roll?
Straight roll, please.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So once again, the tendrils whip out and do hit you, and they attempt to close in on you, but you manage to dance out of the way with your cake-fueled finesse. And that's the end of their go, so it is now Misty.
Bakers, well known for their dexterity.
So I am going to cast Eldritch Blast as a cantrip, and I also have with my Eldritch Blast, I have a thing. What's it called? Let me find it. Agonizing Blast. Basically, it's part of one of my Eldritch invocations, which means I have my charisma modifier to the damage as well. So let me see how this goes, shall we?
Blast him.
Who are you blasting? Green or blue?
Oh. Let me see. Where am I? So I'm here, and there's green there, and there's blue.
You're firing through people both ways at the moment.
Can I move first?
Yeah.
Sorry, before slightly. Can I move to here?
Yep.
Cool. Right, so I will fire at green. Well, actually, how many boxes as such does Sparky take up?
Oh,
Would he
one.
just take-
No, he is considered to be a normal size, like medium, unless.
But he might try and convince you he's large.
Hey.
Basically. All the
Okay, well, in
ladies
that
think
case,
he's
I'm going to
large.
go down to there just so that way I'm not going to
You're
singe him
currently
too
standing
much.
on a table, just to let you know.
Well, that's because I like to be seen.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's right.
She has a point.
So rolling an 8. So I rolled an 8, but it's sorry, I'm still new with the weird multi-class thing. So I have done Eldritch Blast. So I add my efficiency.
Yeah, and charisma.
And charisma, yeah. So, wow, okay. So charisma's 7. And then...
What, you got a +7 for charisma? Blimey.
It's fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Jesus.
Yeah, from a doesn't hit to a does hit.
Screw my highest one. Dexterity's only +5 for me.
Yeah, that's it's tiefling for you, and warlock, and a little bit of
yeah.
A little bit of
Who's
everything.
min-maxing now?
So, yeah, that does hit.
yeah. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to throw a d10. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. 3 plus.
You're rolling
4.
2 d10s because you're higher than 5th level.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it again then.
Oh, and you can direct the beams at the same target or a different one. Oh, but it's separate attack rolls. Sorry, roll another attack.
Right.
My apologies. Should read the rest of things first. I will take...
So the attack's a d20,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, yeah, so we do 1 for one and 1 for the other. Okay, so 5 plus 7, so that's still 12.
Fortunately, that one doesn't hit.
Okay, so if I take the second one, I'll take 8 as the damage for that one, because that was the... Which doesn't hit. So because that was the second one through. So 3 plus the... plus 4. But it also says on the thingy... So 3 plus 4, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. It does say when you cast Eldritch Blast, add your charisma modifier to the damage as well. It deals on the hit. So another 7.
Bloody hell.
Because that's the damage.
Okay, so 10 in total?
So
Good Lord.
no, so that would be 3 plus 4 plus 7.
Okay. Where's the 4? The proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, so
14.
so it slams into the green, and although the second one sort of
I've got something that's actually does good
goes
damage.
slightly awry, you do notice that you've done quite a hefty amount of damage. The shadow is looking almost half the size that it used to be.
He's shrinking.
Anything else?
At this, Misty is trying to like bow to her invisible audience, while Morris is going, "Oh, for God's sake, shut up!" and punching her, which ironically is punching himself, but you know, like in the arm.
How do?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are back round to the top of the round, and as you look around, you notice that another shadow has is emerging from the walls behind you,
Oh.
and it is Nick again.
I would like to Sacred Flame Mr. Blue.
Okie dokie.
So, dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, 19.
Yeah, balls.
Balls indeed.
Does it still take half damage?
No.
No, not on Sacred
That is
Flame.
very unfortunate.
Ooh.
So Shadow sort of sees where, it predicts your move, having seen you dispatch its fellow, and just sort of where you're aiming, it does like a hole in its form, so the Sacred Flame just shoots through.
Yeah, there's not really very much I can do. Or I could do the disengage is an action in itself, isn't it?
I think unless you've got something that lets you take it as a bonus action.
No, which I haven't. So no, no, can't do anything.
Okay, round 2, Sparky.
Yeah, okay.
So Sparky once again kind of whips out his claws and slashes the green shadow in front of him. So let me just double check. Yeah, once again I will. Oh, let me see. No, I'll just do the 4 attacks. So that is.
Just, you know,
Yes.
only 4.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're huge.
Ridiculous.
218.
So yes, 2 18s and a 12 there, and that's +7 on all of those. So would a 14 hit?
14
by the way?
doesn't hit, no.
Okay, so 3.
The rest of them
3
do,
of those
yeah.
You've
should.
got those.
Yeah, okay, so 3 of them do. All right. By the way, I realised I'm actually raging, so I get plenty +2 damage on all of it
Okay.
as well. So rather than +4, it's
Jesus Christ.
Six?
6.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know, you look at you there with your +11
How OP.
stealth, and everyone's doing damage like the wazoo.
I'm good at sneaky. I'm not good at fighting. And I'm not that good at
yes.
sneaking because now I suddenly weigh 235 gold pieces there.
You must be encumbered by now.
Oh, that's the thing. I switched it to ignore coin currency because we usually
yeah.
do. So it doesn't tell me.
So is that 12
We-
plus 6?
No, that
I feel like you're like a
is-
niffler,
that's
but
12
you've got really heavy,
plus-
so you can't move.
Very cute.
So that is
Yeah.
That me?
12 plus 3 6s.
Jesus.
So that's 18. So yeah, it's 30.
Okay, so once again you smash, slash, and again your fourth slash just slashes thin air because you have managed to shred the ghost, the shadow, once again, and it fades into the floorboards. Defeated.
Okay.
And he runs back, jogging backwards and forwards. So he goes back up to the shadow in the north.
Oh, here we go again.
Okay, it is now around to Rizzo.
Okay, Rizzo is going to looking around and seeing the other the other shadow in the corner there. It's just kind of he's going to have a quick think, and what he's going to do is he's going to quickly duck round. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. He's going to duck round this table here, And as he passes, Misty, he's going to try and
No way. Wow.
Sleight of hand versus Misty's perception, and Misty, you roll at advantage because you have 2 heads.
Sorry, what is it? Get
Perception roll, please,
Perception.
and you're at advantage.
I got 13.
Hang on, got another one. Oh, I'm not doing
wow.
So, hang on, so 11. My perception, which I don't think I've got. 11. You still beat me. But Misty's got no money.
God.
She's absolutely.
So,
She's
with,
broke.
with,
money. Yeah.
with Misty on the table, sort of taking in the praises and just, sort of getting into the fighting spirit, and Morris just looking really disgruntled. You do reach into her pockets. Unfortunately, you don't find a coin purse, but you do manage to snag a water skin.
Oh, okay. Yep, sure. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take a second water skin. Why not?
The weight of it, not.
This tiny rat dragging a water skin around with shitloads of gold.
At the end of the
I mean,
session,
you
I'm
don't
just
have
going
to take it. I'm just saying.
I'll
hear
take it.
slosh, gadink, slosh, gadink,
You-
slosh,
Yeah.
gadink.
I might need a drink later.
Oh, dear.
Anyway.
So what's your actual action?
So my actual action is I'm going to come around here, and I will fire an arrow at Mr. Blue over here.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okie dokie. And since it's next to Ulza, I can get my sneak attack damage. Which means I get 13 on the die plus 5. So that's 18 damage.
Okie dokie. So the arrow pierces through the shadow and almost goes out the other side and takes with it quite a lot of its essence, and its size is greatly reduced. You said 18, didn't you?
Yeah, I said 18, yeah.
Sorry. I am listening, I swear.
It's fine, I'm just too busy stealing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, a question for you. As I've been running around this, are these desks that have, like, do they have compartments in them, or are they
They're
just
open.
like solid desks?
Yeah.
So they're the sort
They're
that...
the old school desks
Yeah,
that
they open.
They open. Okay, cool. Right, I'm just going to be doing laps of this classroom.
Things. Yeah.
I got a rubber. I got a pencil sharpener.
half-eaten apple. Yeah.
Okay, is that all your go?
Yeah, that's all my go.
Okay.
Someone left the right hand.
It's the Shadow's turn. So Red is understandably going to lash out at Sparky. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, excuse me. Natural 20 again. You can look quick.
Yeah, I can
So
confirm
that's
that is a
27
natural
to
20.
hit.
Oh, not again!
I hope you built your dude as a tank, and that's 12 points of damage.
12 points of
And
damage.
give me a strength or dexterity check, please.
It is, is it
It is
necrotic, you
necrotic,
said?
yeah.
Okay, and strength or dexterity. Yeah, maybe this is 3. Again, advantage.
Can I just take a moment here to point out that this is the longest we've gone without any kind of interruption due to technical issues. We've had
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Touch wood.
It'll just screw everything now.
I'm actually wondering, like, I've set up my computer now, so I've got a cable directly leading to our router.
that.
I'm not running on Wi-Fi.
He did set that up earlier, and then I was working from our bedroom where I have to work from, and my internet went down between every other order that I was doing.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's
it's our
fun.
Wi-Fi is shit.
Yeah.
It's just- yeah.
There is...
21.
Okay, so once again, the tendrils whip out at you, and they're grasping for you, trying to get hold of any piece of you. But you just manage to shake them off and beat them down, still enraged. And
You want a piece of me?
and emboldened by your recent 2 kills. Blue is going to go after Huzzah again. And that's a natural 22, I'm afraid. So 27 to
Bloody
hit.
hell.
I know, I've got a really good dice here. Never roll this good when I'm
Can
playing.
we stop using that one?
And that is 8 points of necrotic damage to you, and a strength and dexterity check, or dexterity check.
Hang on, let me take off the 8 damage.
I can't.
Whilst you kill everybody,
Strength
I'm just going to
or
go to the bathroom and get a drink.
That is...
Don't get a drink from the bathroom.
No, these. You know, I love drinking from the toilet.
Even he
I was
doesn't
gonna
do
say.
that.
Don't control me, woman. Right.
an 8.
Okay, so unfortunately, your cake finesse has not helped you this time, and the tendrils reach out, whip around you, and then grasp you, and you are grappled and restrained. And
okay.
that you feel them sapping away your strength. Take 3 points from your strength score, please.
Right, okay, that takes me down to 9. How do I do that?
So click on the strength on your literally click on the word strength on your
No, I'm not on Roll20. I'm not on
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, though.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, sorry.
Then I've no idea.
Yep, no idea.
Do math.
Oh, hang on. What does it take it down to?
9.
9 is a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Greg.
You're welcome.
Okay, and that is the end of their go, so it is now Misty's turn.
Hello. Hang on, I'm just... that's the thing that my thing's got. Sorry, I've just copy-pasted something to Discord for you. So, let's have a look where everybody is. Doopy-doopy-doo.
Okay.
I don't want to miss... I want to know...
In that case, I will allow familiars to cast spells, but maybe not concentration spells.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to move where I've moved to there, so between the two of them. Have you been hit at all, Huzzah?
Yes.
Yeah, he's just been hit rather badly.
Okay, so I am going to... Can I do my actions backwards? Can I do my bonus and then my action? Right, so can I give Huzzah Bardic Inspiration? Thanking you. And I am going to... I'm just going to Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
Mr. Blue.
Okie dokie. Roll to attack. Don't forget you're rolling
I'm
2
thanking you.
d20s. 2 beams.
This is true. So 1. Oh God, why am I throwing so shit? I swear, I think Nick was this colour when we was playing the other game, and like he
You
rolled
want my
shit.
d20?
And
We
awful.
all want your
So none of them
D20.
would have hit because that's like actually 6 plus 7, isn't it? So that'd be 13.
That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Damn. So none of them hit. But hey, at least I got to give somebody bardic inspiration.
You're so busy singing Huzzah's praises and beefing him up that
I'm literally,
you're not
she's
looking where you're
singing as
going.
Going. Huzzah, he's a fluffy bear thing, he do-do-do, and whatever, just singing a song. And again, stood on the desk because that's where Misty always likes to be. It's my stage. Yeah. So
Okay, and we are back around
Actually, I'm gonna
to Huzzah's actions. And once again, you notice that another shadow has formed out of the woodwork in the corner of the room. Just need to cough, hang on.
The bottom right, was that?
Excuse me. Huzzah, you're up.
it's okay.
Yes. I would like to... Although it says it's verbal and somatic, I would suggest that the somatic would be pointing at the thing that I want to cast it at, which
What
is
are you-
literally... I want to cast Guiding Bolt onto Mr. Blue.
Okay. Somatic just means with your hands, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hands,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I think as long as I
Movement
can
something,
point
yeah.
at Mr. Blue, then
Yeah.
it's going to go where I want it to go.
Yeah. Although
It's
isn't it
it's
a range?
not like casting Fireball where you have to do some arcane gestures.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's like, Miss Shalene, please point this away.
It is, however, a ranged spell attack, and because you're grappled by it, you're going to be at disadvantage if you're casting against
in
blue.
that case, can I do the other one that they'll probably dodge? Sacred Flame. So it's not.
Yep.
Although that is technically it's range, but it's not a spell attack. It's basically radiance descends upon them. So that's not
that'd be
technically
fine.
a ranged attack. It's So okay, I will Sacred Flame. So they've got to do a dexterity saving throw. Please succeed.
5, so it does not.
Yay! Right, so it's 2d8. Please be better than last time. It's immediately better. So it's 13 points of damage.
And that's radiant.
Radiant damage, yeah.
Okay, so that was blue. So your sacred flame does burn away blue, and as he screeches and seeps into the floorboards, unfortunately, the while you're grappled to blue, the sacred flame does scorch into you as well, and you take 5 points of damage.
I don't think it works that way. I
what
don't
I've
think I can do. I don't think I can scorch myself with this.
Yeah, it's radiance. It's not heat.
Yeah.
It's not about the spell you've just used.
DM says so.
I was about to say, yeah. Are you arguing with the
Don't
DM?
argue
There is a
with the
reason, but
DM.
it's not the spell.
I hope you've
It's not
got
because you cast
next to you.
sacred spell.
I am, but still. So what was that? 5 points of damage, yeah?
I've been generous there, to be fair.
Some of you may die.
Don't forget, you've got your inspiration there as
Just
well.
as a point of call, it is now 10 to 11. Do people need to knock off at 11? Just so that I know.
Well, I'm quite content, but it's up to
I
people.
need to knock off relatively soon.
Okay, so shall I suggest we finish this round and then leave it there?
It depends how long you think the battle's going to go on for.
Well,
Yeah, and when you would like to continue.
from the way it's looking, battle's probably going to keep going. But I'm free whenever I'm furloughed. So whenever anybody else is free to pick it back up, I am doing the other.
Well, I finish my job tomorrow, so I'm then free forever until I find something else.
Forever.
I was about to say, what, have they fired you or something? But obviously,
No, it's a temp job.
see.
Yeah, it's they haven't been able to keep on any of the temps. They were hoping that they'd be given a budget to be able to, but nope.
Okay. Discuss for a minute because I just really need to pop to the loo.
I need to go
Well,
for a
no,
wee as
actually,
well.
we'll
So
finish
people
the
will
round
talk
and then
about
you
what-
can discuss. I can hold on for another round.
Okay, I will hold as well.
The men have all gone, but us girls are like, no.
Well,
We'll carry on.
Speak for yourself.
it's past my
So,
turn.
Nick, is there any other actions that you'd like to do?
As a bonus action, I think I might need to. As a bonus action, I would like to cast. Not that one. Hang on. Healing Word on myself.
Okie dokie. Cast
So,
away.
spellcasting ability modifier is plus. No. What's the spellcasting ability modifier? Oh, that's just my that's just my wisdom modifier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So plus 3. So it's D4 plus 3.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Well, at least it's 4 points of damage back. Four.
La la la.
Okay, so and then mark off. That. Right. Okay, yes, that is all I can do. No, I can move actually. I would like to 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to move up to here.
Okay. Yeah, right
Next
up in
to
his
young
business.
Right up in his grill, yep.
Scroogey.
Aye.
And who's after?
Tappy-tap.
Sorry, that's me.
Okay.
Darren's asking me to test equipment, and I'm like, no, I can't. I'm running things. Okay, so
go
is that
away.
everything for you, Holzer?
Yes, I think that's pretty much all I can do.
Okie dokie. Sparky is next.
Okie dokie.
All right, so Sparky is getting a bit annoyed running backwards and forwards.
Understandable.
He's just getting a bit annoyed. So
Just,
he would
just
like,
a tad.
yeah, he would like to look over towards the western part of the room where all of the Scrooges are, and the ghost of Christmas past. Festive past.
Saturnalia
Ghost
pass.
of holidays of
Saturnalia past, yeah.
the ghost of holidays of yore.
Yeah. And he would like to see if there's anything particularly weird happening with them, like that might be causing all of these shadows to appear.
Okay. So as you gaze over the Scrooges, the modern day Scrooge, as it were, is looking quite perplexed at young Scrooge and the creature that's standing next to him. The spirit of Saturnalia past is looking at you quite meaningfully, and as you look at the creature and Ebenezer, you can see that there's an exchange happening, but your distance and with Hulsa being right up in their face, you can't see what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Can I see what's going on?
Not yet.
It's not your turn.
In that case,
I think I need to get some glasses. Okay, smash.
and he just starts laying into Red Dude. Okay, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do this one at a time, because I realised that if one of them dies halfway through all of my attacks, I can just run over to the other one and keep attacking. So
You can.
yeah.
Do you get a bonus action at all?
You are literally
Oh,
you
no,
are a
natural
wrecking
20.
ball right now.
Nice.
Nice.
God damn.
Natural 20. Oh, no, that's
You literally you are a wrecking ball, just like swinging betwing those two.
Give it like
Basically.
a wrecking ball.
With
Oh, please
pinball
don't put
feet.
that in the cut.
Have you got bonus actions at all?
no. My actions are.
You get so many actions that you don't get bonus
Yeah,
actions.
I do have bonus actions, but none of them.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's stuff like raging, and I've already done that, so I can't do anything additional.
You are still raging though.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a rage machine.
I'm a rage machine.
It's just a rage machine, says Misty again. Off she goes into a little performance on her own.
Yeah, there's nothing additional I think I can do.
So natural 20 definitely hits. What's your damage for that one?
I hope so.
On track.
Okay, so
Welcome to this group of D&D.
Are we doubling dice, or are
I'm
we?
doubling dice. Yeah,
You're doubling dice. Okay, so
just think it's easy.
I shall do 2d6. Right, so it's
4 and 4.
8 plus 6, so that is 14.
Okay.
So,
So the spirit is looking significantly wounded, almost like you've reduced him to half its original size again.
almost like.
Almost.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. And that's a 17. Okay,
Hits.
yeah, he's hit. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so that is 1d6. That's a 6? Jesus. So that's 12.
Blimey. Okay. So So as your second claw smashes, it's almost like you've over-halved the size of the shadow again, and there's just a wisp left.
Oh, why won't you go away?
Who's Rudy Reno?
It should take you that long to see.
Sean from yesterday's group. Apparently he didn't exit.
18.
That hits.
Good lord, right. 4, okay. So that is 10.
And with that, the wisp, it's almost like you've breathed on it and it's just disappeared back into the floorboards.
And then he's like, okay, I'm going to get the other one. And he runs back to the one in the south. And he attacks him.
Enemy green, yep.
Enemy green. 20.
That hits.
And D6. So that is 8.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
What's that accent?
So you slash through green, and he's not looking too damaged. He's still looking pretty good, but you've obviously done a little bit of damage to him. Is that you done?
Yeah.
Bad. Okay, and it is round to Rizzo.
Okay, Rizzo.
There's no one else to steal from.
Yeah,
There's nobody else to steal. Au contraire. Rizzo has spotted an opportunity, and in running away from the shadow that appeared in the corner over there, he's going to. Well, first off, he'll take a shot at Green.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. That's a natural 1 right there. It's a 9.
Do you have advantage though?
No. Oh, well, I could give myself advantage, but it would ruin what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Commit to the role play.
Yeah. No, I got a 9, but it was a natural 1, so I don't know.
Okay,
how do you wanna play that, Claire?
you take aim, and but unfortunately you're quite distracted by the amount of gold that you've got now, and the arrow just sort of flies off in a different direction, narrowly missing Sparky, which is impressive considering how big he is.
Yeah.
Just goes through his hair and makes his hair like fluff.
having fired his blank, Rizzo then takes off across the classroom, scampers along here around the desk, and he's going to try and steal from young Ebenezer.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand roll, please.
Absolutely.
48.
So committed to this.
He's not going to check the desks yet, but yeah.
Oh god, that's a 31.
Is that a natural 20?
That's a natural 20.
You can't hit for shit, but you can
Are
steal.
they both sharing 1d20 that's like totally weighted?
It is, yeah. Okay, so you roll up your sleeves, rubbing your hands gleefully, and you go to pick this young poor boy's pockets. But unfortunately, as you go to rifle through them, your hands just pass through the boy as if he's a ghost, or more likely, as if you're a ghost. You don't get anything.
Ooh.
Son of a. Ah. That was worth trying anyway. While I'm there, do I notice anything about what's going on, or am I just focusing on trying to steal?
You're focusing on trying to steal, because that was your action and your bonus action. So
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, it's now the Shadow's turn. So with only one left, a green is going to attack Sparky. For
Is it a natural 20?
it is not. No, I have to do math now. 15 to hit.
That's my armor class.
Okay, so it does hit.
Yes.
Because I've been doing it as that. Because I say so. So the tendrils reach out and deal 7 necrotic damage. And if I can get a strength or dexterity check, please.
Yep. Advantage. So that is... It's a strength, isn't it? So yeah, that is 25.
Okay, so once again, because of your just barbarian rage, you're just not having it, and although the tendrils do try to wrap around you, grasping, they just manage to get some of your hairs, and you just shake them off, and just bellow in rage.
Don't take my hair! They take ages to grow!
And it is round to Misty again.
Hello. Okay, so Misty is slightly suspicious of this one. This one is like the weird creature thing, isn't it?
Yes.
She is going to just go. Actually, no. Misty's not going to do it at all. But Misty's too wrapped up in herself and kind of just going hello, and listen to the acoustics of the room. Whereas Morris is going to Eldritch Blast at this from a distance because he can shoot 120 foot.
Is that the creature that is making the exchange with young...
It's the weird,
Scroogey.
long-armed creature thing that's with young Scroogey, yes. It's one of the only ones that Rizzo hasn't tried to mug yet.
Give it time.
Yeah, he hasn't got it out. So, it's 2 again, isn't it? So
2 beings,
10,
yeah.
and... So I changed colour, did you notice?
Did you?
Did.
I was green dice and I kept throwing 2s. I've thrown a 10 and a 16 this time, so both of them have a 7 on top. So 17
purple.
and 23.
So roll your damage dice.
Is that
Yeah.
Indy?
No, that was that was Misty. That was Misty trying some of her music for acoustics, to make sure she's in tune. It's a tuner. Yep. Is it D10s? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is it sweep? Suddenly come in.
Another Muppet enters the fray.
Ooh.
What's that, Misty?
Oh.
Misty?
Oh, looks like it's cocked.
What's that,
That
Susie?
looks like it was a. So they're both 2s, but they've got 7 and 4, haven't they, on both of those? So let's have a look. Yeah, so +4 and +7, so
Yeah.
basically 11 on top of both of them. So each of them have got 13. 13 twice.
So your Eldritch Blast streaks towards the creature, but unfortunately, where you expect it to contact and hit him, it just goes straight through. And although you notice a slight bit of resistance, as if there's something there, it doesn't do any damage to the creature, and he is unaffected and is completely oblivious to your presence.
Ooh.
Damn it. I'm also going to... I was going to give Bardic Inspiration to somebody, but I've already given it to Huzzah, and I think the other 2 are fine. Have I got any other bonus actions?
I could give him some inspiration. I'm having trouble picking pockets here at the minute.
So,
With your 31. Yeah.
I'm having real trouble.
I know, for that amount, you probably picked the trousers right off of him.
That's the Skyrim thing, and I've literally just taken their whole arm. Someone's sneaking around here.
Sneak, 100%.
so I can do 2 weapon fighting, but I'm not doing melee at the moment, so that's not a problem. Yeah, okay. So she is going to... They're going to move. I'm going to move up to here, I think, to see if they can work out any more of what's going on.
Okay, you've not had your
And that's-
bonus action, have you?
No, because I didn't really know what to do for it, because other than giving people Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so if you'd like to have a look at them, you can roll a perception check for me.
With my super high perception.
Never know, you might get a 4. Oh, look, you got a 4.
So, That will be 4.
Amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, so you're not really in the right position. The creature's back is turned to you. He's blocking your view of what is going on between him and young Ebenezer.
Okay.
Can I help her by telling her to look harder?
I feel like you should have. Yeah, no, that's not really gonna. Although you do have 2 heads.
Can I look with the head that isn't self-absorbed?
I feel like I should have made that call beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say Misty is still a bit, distracted by giving her little song, and Morris is trying to concentrate, but she's singing in her ear, so you don't get it this time, but I will remember that you two have 2 heads.
It's not like it's the only feature about him that makes him, unique.
Shut up, you. So it is back around to Huzzah, and once again, almost as if you know what's coming, the small shadows appear from the corners of the rooms.
Oh.
Just keep at it, Sparky. You keep those 2 occupied.
I'm so tired.
Also, would you like to do anything?
I would like to try and see what's going on between young Ebenezer and the weird man.
Okay, give me a perception roll then, please. I'm tempted to make it an advantage because you're so close. You're like right up against it, right up in his grill. So yeah, give me an advantage perception roll.
Okay, 1 second. Perception. +3. Right. Okay. So 2d20s.
It's lucky that was with advantage.
Right. 15.
Okay. Excuse me. So, as you're looking at the creature and young Ebenezer, and the creature giving a gift of some sort to young Ebenezer, you suddenly notice that as you try and look at the gift being offered, your gaze just slides off to the side and you're unable to focus on it, like that funky Doctor Who thing that really broke the plot. So you can't seem to focus on the gift that Ebenezer is receiving.
Perception filter.
That's the one.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just pixelated.
Nonsense plot hole that suddenly Martha was a
nonsense Doctor Who thing.
Yeah.
There's a black border over it. It's a modesty filter.